Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey Kelly. Hey Summers 442. What's your first name? Hi Janet. How you guys doing? Just gonna do a little late night here. Hey, it's Carol. Nice to see you, Carol. We got Janet. I've seen you both. Yeah, you're over at Luis's, right? Or I've seen you on another live tonight. I think so. I don't remember. Remind me. You have to help me. I'm getting old. Thinking about maybe doing a few listings, see what's going on. Let me see if I can find. I'm trying to find the StreamYard on this thing. Let's do this. I think I'm entering twice here. There it is. Yeah. Go back. And going back to read your guys' comments. Okay. All right, Carol. Yeah, because I've seen your name pop up a lot. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get names mixed up and I see one moniker and I'm like, ah. Let's see. Hey, Luis, I'm going to send a link if you're interested. I don't know if you got time. You're probably tired. You got to get to bed too. I'm sending it on Instagram. I'm going to keep it on the lowdown. Yeah, I just sent that over there. So what's everybody going to do tomorrow? So Janet, and I was going to ask also, Carol, are you guys pickers? Do you guys just YouTubers? Do you guys, what's the little ditty on like what you guys like to do? You a little bit of both? You just enjoy participating, which we love to see because it always adds. Doesn't matter if you're a reseller or not. It's like it's always good to have people come in and contribute and just give points of views and perspectives. It's fun. Ah, Janet resells. What do you like to resell, Janet? Uh-oh. Carol's like, I got a list. Oh, Posh and Mercari. Wow. What do you like better, Mercari or Posh? I'm getting a lot of Mercari because of the easy platform that they say. I'm not that it's easy, but it's just a little more simplified. No rush, Luis. No. And you don't have to, man. It's like I'm just doing a little test run. I probably need to go to bed anyway, but trying to think of what I got on my death pile today. That's my get rid of pile. And I found some new stuff. Got some comic books I need to get rid of. I got a brand new puzzle, and puzzles still been good sellers. Found this. You can see how glary it is. It's like glaring. Brand new. Looked up the comps on it. It was pretty good. So glitter. It's a glitter puzzle. It literally has glitter on it. I don't know. If I get close, you probably won't be able to see all the glitter. But doesn't the light? You're picking up all kinds of reflections. So This lady had a garage sale, I think it was Sunday, and man, did she give up a bunch of stuff. Who else we got coming in? We got a lot more people joining. Hey, Brian. Good, Joyce. Brian, Janet here, still here, and oh, Makari. Did you say, Carol? Okay, I see that. Makari is. I heard it. I need to get my account looked at. I mean, I've activated one, but I don't think I did anything with it yet. I'm just sitting on it because I have two other platforms I use. I like Depop for the trendy shirts that I have. Sometimes some vintage, and then need to get back on. There's a platform called Grailed. Some of you may have heard. That's for higher end kind of vintage stuff. Yeah. Larry, a few people coming in. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. Good to see you. It's late here. I'm wondering where. Put in the chat where you guys are from. Get acquainted. Maybe some of you do. No, just the state. Don't tell them your address. People are going to come knocking at the door. Brian, I heard good things, man. I heard Makari's pretty good. Go to the Dapper Tiger. His name is on YouTube. His name is Dapper Tiger. His real name is Sam. He has videos about Makari. So if you're ever interested, he's a Makari guy, and he drops some really good knowledge. So Summer's 42. That's Carol, I think. Yeah, she's Ohio. So you're about my time, I think, aren't you? Or maybe even one hour later. Mateo. Look who popped in the house. What up, dude? What up, Mateo? Iris Collins sneaks into the room. I like how I'm sneaking into the room. Like, what do you? What's a sneaking? There's no sneaking here. Come on, guys. Larry, you're in Cali. I'm running. Well, thanks, man. You got some people popping in. You got some night owls, I find. A lot of night owls. 10 p.m. where you are, Iris. I see you. All right, you guys. Let me get Mateo here. I'm going to put in a few. I'm going to give you guys a few of you. Promise to be good. I'll give you guys some blue wrenches. So that way you can drop some links if you want to share your links and subscribe to each other. Let's start off with who came in the room first here. We got Carol, I think it is. Carol, you're a moderator. Watch out for them trolls. Block them. Janet, you help me out too. You're now a moderator. Luis is big time, all time. Bad boy from California, moderator. Tell me if I didn't get you guys. Joyce, I'll give you a moderator here. And we got Brian, Mr. Roning. Am I saying your last name right? Roning? Yeah, Roning. And Summers, I think okay, you're there. Larry M from Cali. I think he said Cali. You get a bottle of water here. All right. Mateo. If you want to pop on, Mateo, just let me know. I can send you a text. Or just post it on here. Iris, no point in me posting links. My channel is no. It's okay, Iris. We still need you here. I mean, add to the conversation, add to the spice. Made you a moderator, Iris. You don't have to post your link. Just liven it up in here. Okay. So what's new with you guys tonight? I'm going to be listing in a little bit. See if one of these guys want to come on for a little while, and I'll end up chatting till like 7 in the morning. All right. Be right back. I'm going to get a thing of water. I'm just going to let it run. Woo! Tripping over my death pile. Some dishes. Need to get motivated. Summer's pretty soon. Keep an eye on us. Like if you subscribe, put the little bell on it. You guys, yeah, by the way, subscribe to each other. Click the bell. Appreciate a like if you'd like. You don't have to. You can give me a thumbs down. It's all good to me. But if you can subscribe, that's always helpful. But what I was going to say is, you do that whenever there's a live going on, and Luis does it sometimes, and I think Mateo, he's probably going to be doing it pretty soon too. You guys check out his channel. But I do lives, and I'm going to be doing a schedule. I'm going to be like working it out where in the future I'm going to do like a listing schedule, but I want to have a little bit of a different take. I know some people just do the listing, and sometimes it gets quiet, sometimes it's too much chatter, but I'm going to do it where I'm going to have probably like 2 or 3 guests, and on there, if let's say we have 3 people, 2 can talk at once and 1 has to list for 15 minutes. And maybe not say too much. Maybe just like, if you got a question, just kind of like, I got a question about this item, but like focus on it. That way they can be on the platform, eBay, Mercari, whatever they're doing. That'd be kind of an idea. Tell me what you think in the chat. Let me know. And as far as like, motivation and listings, I got a program. My boy in the chat here, you guys know him. We're going to be doing a program, I think, and I hope it's okay with his. Let me wait till he comes on. We'll get his permission. Don't want to put him on the spot. But we have some plans for a program for motivation and some kind of unique ideas that surround methodologies that will help resellers. So keep an eye on it. Keep a watch. Like I said, if you can, right down below there, yeah, right there somewhere over here. Push that bell, boom, and like, subscribe, whatever you all want to do. All right, let's read the chat here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I keep forgetting I can do the little. Maybe I can't do it from there. Oh, I got to do it from StreamYard, which I thought I was on. Let me see if I can do it from here. Enter my resale broadcast. Let's see what happens here. Oh no, you know what it does? Let's see. Enter it. And I'm in there twice. Oh, I see the feedback. Hold on. Logging out. Did y'all hear that? Is that crazy or what? I don't see Luis. What's going on here? Luis, I saw you in the background on the other one. Give me a second here, bro. On this one, I'm trying to figure out where you at. Oh, there it is, guess. I never do the phone. Sorry, bro. I'm so wet behind my ears. Come on. How do I add him in? Add him in. Are you in, man? Add to stream. There we go. I think I figured it out. Yo, everybody. Everybody say hey.
Hey, guys.
Kelly.
Just here hanging out, man. Thanks to everybody that came out and supported my auction a little while ago. It just ended. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Are you tired?
No, I'm good. I'm still just taking a little break right now, and then I'm going to get back to packing. You know me. Okay. I'm not stopped.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't feel obligated to stick around, bro. But like, if you want to, while you're on, just do your thing. I'm just kind of doing that kind of a hangout little thing. Do some look up.
No problem, man. Come and show some support. You know me.
Yeah, that was a good auction. I caught a couple of them. I was jumping around a little bit, doing some stuff, and then I was like, oh, I gotta try to hook up on that. Yeah. I almost bid up more on that card. I wish I don't know. I was trying to look up, comps on it and stuff, and I'm like, his stuff is good though. That would have been an investment.
Yeah, it's a good card, and like I said, I like to auction off good stuff, and some people, not a lot of people, auction off graded stuff
Oh,
like I do, and like I said, my collection is excessive, so I have a
dude,
lot of inventory.
I stepped out of the room for 2 seconds. I meant to come back and bid, and I didn't get the Harley. How many Harley shirts was that?
It was actually just one shirt. Actually,
Oh,
Miss Janet got it. She's in the chat here right now.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. That's Janet. Yeah. And
yeah.
man, she got a nice shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, that shirt's nice. If it would have been my size, I would have kept it, but it's one size too small. So
Was it like
yeah,
large or medium?
no,
Yeah.
it was actually extra large. I mean, for being a 20-year-old shirt, it was in good condition.
Dude,
I
that was
know,
a
I know,
nice.
I know. Matt was bidding on it too when they
I
started.
think
So
I saw Mateo in there, like he's like, I'm out, because yeah,
mhm.
he's like me. He's a shirt fiend and good stuff
Yeah,
like that. I went to the bins today. I found this lady. I looked over her shoulder, and I'm like, I'm not trying to get sick, so I have my mask on. But there was like nobody near her. But that I saw she picked this thing up, and I'm like, oh damn, that's a Harley. She just
yep.
threw it down. So I just like went over her and I reached over. Do you want this? And she's like, no, you can have it. I'm like, thank you. It was like 2XL, bro. It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Big boys need love too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, man. And
I
the
don't care if
shirts,
it's small or not. I get them all.
I mean, it's like Matt says, the bigger the shirt is, the more it sells for.
I think so. I think
Yep.
so. That's what I'm getting ready for. I'm still contemplating on whether I'm going to go to that one. I think I told you, and then anybody in the chat, I was talking to Luis about.
Mhm.
I went to a flea market last Saturday, so the next opportunity came up where this gentleman spoke to me, but I kind of think it's a little too good to be true, and I kind of went with my intuition. But he's like, oh,
Mhm.
hey, I'm helping the startup of this, and it was a legit thing because he's got an Instagram and he put the page up and stuff. So I did
Mhm.
my research after, and it's an hour from my house, but it's like a car swap meet thing. But he wants like
Mhm.
vendors there too, so it's just like a big
Mhm.
rally. And then I confirmed it like I was telling you, and like
Yeah.
something about $20. I'm like, dude, I'm like, hey, just so we're clear, I understood you said it was free, and then like he writes me back, oh yeah, I got confused with the Chamber of Commerce, and it's actually 25. I'm like, dude, you're gonna chump me up and then raise it another 5, and then
Yeah.
that's $25 is my gas to come out there,
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you, man.
and that's where I was gonna bring all those. The reason I mentioned that was I was gonna bring all my Harley shirts and stuff like
Nice.
that, like I have biker stuff. I
Mhm.
got like just hip kind of vintage stuff that like swag stuff that you wear, like dudes that are kind of like nice
Yeah.
cutoff shirts stuff. Folks that are into hot rodding.
Mhm.
What do you call it? I call them rat finks. Yeah.
Right.
You know about rat finks, so
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it's like oh, and then just because of that, I met a couple of dudes, and they were like, this guy came in, and I was like, dude, you're a car buff, and he's like, how you know? He had his hat flipped up. He like real
Yeah.
Chicano, I was like, dude, I'm like, you're talking to a dude that like since the '70s, I seen this stuff in my town I grew up. Where you come?
Mhm.
Where you come? Turns out he goes to Cali for car shows all the time, so he knew.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. And he showed me his car, and it was on airbags, like
Nice.
super low. And I was like, what the heck? And it's like, airbags, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is, he was like, old Impala. And I was just like, man, that's so sweet. I was like, I want that. Yeah. So,
Nice.
yeah, I don't know if I'm going to drive an hour away, though. I don't know.
It's up to you. It depends if you think it's going to be worth the drive, and if you think you're going to make those sales, then
Well,
that's something you have to take in consideration.
yeah, I really like, and I think you and I talked about, like, I don't know that, I mean, I want that opportunity that may lead to another opportunity, but this guy's mixed messages just keeps
Hmm.
changing. You know what I mean? And when you deal with somebody like that, I'm
Yeah.
like, put all your cards on the table. What are the facts? Because if I
Hmm.
get there and then all of a sudden it's just, you know, stories keep changing, or, oh, you can't stay,
Yeah. Yeah.
or in the middle of what I'm doing, you need to move. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. He's not reliable. Yeah. You would have to either, if he's not being reliable, maybe you should try reaching out to them in person, and,
for real.
instead of going through the middleman, like they say.
I may just like call the Chamber of Commerce and say, hey, you guys
Mhm.
charge $25. No, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's what
and
I'm
then it's
saying.
like, because like a man's word is like his word. And it's
Yeah,
like,
but a
who
lot of
else
people
knows?
don't. A lot of people don't know how to share stat nowadays.
Well,
They don't. They throw that around like it doesn't mean anything. It's like, hey, your word is your dignity. It's your word that you're.
to me, I'm about that. Like, you say
Mhm.
something and you can't follow through, you better have a good reason. I'm not saying you
Yeah,
can't change your mind. I'm just saying,
yeah.
and as a reseller, you know, like I'm all about the integrity. This lady wrote me, and she's so funny. I sold this casserole dish. It was kind of vintage, and
Mhm.
I hope she read it because I put in there may be a hairline fracture, but
Mhm.
I sent it to Hawaii. She writes me back. Make sure you're not sending it, book rate. Da 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 da. And I'm like, so I wrote her. I said, ha ha. I said, listen. I said, I want you to know. I said, that's not how I run my business. And I was very polite about it. And I said,
Mhm.
I don't do that. I said, and by the way, I noticed that you were in Hawaii, and if I sent that book rate, you wouldn't get it till next year. I wrote that
Yeah.
in. And then I just said, just for your sake, FYI, I did send it, and although I wasn't required to, I sent it priority for you. And then after that, she like wrote me back this love note, like, oh, thank you, and that
Yeah.
she's like, I chose to buy from you because the guy that had the exact same pot that was a little cheaper said he was sending it media mail. And I was like,
No.
yeah.
See, that's one thing that what separates you from everybody else. I know sometimes people like to send stuff media mail because it's a lot cheaper,
Yeah, but you can't do that.
but you gotta take into consideration by you sending it through media mail, you're extending the delivery time from being delivered within 3 to 4 days, whether you send first class or priority, to
Yes.
6 to 8 days or maybe even 10
Oh,
days.
it's incredible. And then, you risk it because I've had stuff open,
Mm-hmm.
the past, and like, and I made that
Yeah.
bad decision once where I sent something media mail, and it's because I accidentally printed it. And I went, oh, I'll just send it.
Mm-hmm.
They open that thing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
they
do.
inspect it. So it's like, I learned my lesson. Like, even if it's my mistake, reprint the label.
Yeah, just
You know,
reprint it. Yeah.
and just you gotta. But like you said, hey, you got Global Voodoo in here, Krillin's in here, Louie Lou. That's right. Krillin, you want the link? I'll email it to you, man. Let me know.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Everybody's coming in. We're
That's so
just
sweet.
hanging
Man, we
out.
got 17 people. Hey, let me say hi to a couple people real quick. Let me see.
Yeah, yeah.
Global
Go for it,
Voodoo.
man.
What's his real name, if I may
Mike.
say? Hey,
Mike.
Mike. Yeah, Mike. Mikey. We got Copper State Treasures in the house. Oh my gosh, look who's
Oh,
here, Miss Lisa. It's Lisa.
Lisa's in
Lisa,
here.
right?
Lisa's in here. Yep. Hello,
Hey,
Lisa.
Lisa. I'm sorry I'm taking so long just reading the chat, y'all.
No, no, no. Yeah.
Jonathan Alfaro. That's the man. He scored big time. Tell him about. Well, I'm looking at these. Tell him about what he won tonight.
Yeah,
Oh
he knows. He's a collector. He knows what he
no, I mean
got.
tell the people in case they're not that in the chat
Oh,
that they
the
don't know.
ones that weren't in my auction, I auctioned off a Magic Johnson PSA Mint 9 card, and Jonathan snatched it up for $70.
Dude, it was a number. It was like a 9 PSA, right?
It was a Mint 9. Yeah.
Oh, that's clean.
A Mint 10 is the best.
Nine.
The
I would
ace.
suffice for a 9. It's still worth a lot. It's
Yeah, it's best. It
you
depends.
gave away. You basically gave that
It
away.
it depends a lot on who the player is too. And like I said, I like auctioning off different stuff, and I like auctioning these kind of things to different people, just to bring a different variety to the auctions.
And and by you doing that, you're extending, like, it's kind of like what we were talking about. Your integrity is
Mm-hmm.
like, this is me. This is part of my community. Let me show you some
Yep.
love. You
Yep.
know, you're not doing it because you have to, because you
Nope.
want to, because you give a
Mm.
damn, excuse my language, but it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you just, and it's by extending it like that, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome of you. So that's, it's a lot to say. I'm going to send somebody a link here real quick. Let me see.
Yeah. 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 Go ahead.
Probably should just post it in a thing.
Yeah, you can just post it on the chat. It'd be easier.
Yeah. Yeah, you
But
guys,
yeah.
I'm probably just gonna limit like 3 or 4 or 5 people, but let me see.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
All right, you guys. Lisa, I put the link in there if you want to jump in. Mateo, if you're still in here, but Krillin, let me know if I need to send it to you. I think sometimes Krillin is like, email the link. I will jump in. Okay.
Yeah, Krillin's
Where
great.
Robbie, like, your email is it at your actual email? Because I forgot it. You posted it once. If you're able to post it again, Rob, let me know. And then if not, because I don't think you check your Instagram. I could send it to your Instagram. Let me see if I find them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't know. I have them on my Instagram, but I don't know. Rob, so Rob he's got to link it in somehow. I don't know what his thing. You know Krillin?
I don't know him personally, but I do watch him when he goes. He's great, man. I like watching him. Yeah, man. I like watching him when he's on.
I love him to death. He just drives me nuts sometimes.
He's great.
He's a hilarious. Oh my God! What I lose you on this thing? You look up the word Krillin on Instagram. Forget it. There's like 10,000 Krillins. He's like at a number.
Yeah,
I can't remember his number.
I remember you saying that once. That you pop in his name and at least pop up.
I don't. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, it was Krillin 31, 33. Oh, I think I found it. No, I don't know what it is, man. Rob, you're just gonna have to let me know, bro. I don't know what your email is. I hope you don't mind. Send it to me somehow. Oh, look who's here. Get your butt in, man. Get your butt in. Let me see here. Add to stream. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
The Mateo Blues.
You doing okay?
Shot.
Oh,
crud. Damn, we look tired, bro.
Nah, you know what it is? All this smoke, man.
Yeah, it's a smoke too. Yeah.
And I got
for real.
I gotta take them out too. But damn, I gotta put some shades on.
Put some sunglasses on.
What's up with everybody?
Doing this on the phone is so weird. This is freaky deaky. Come on, man. What is this? What are we looking like here? Is that working?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, Gmail. Okay, got it, Rob. I think I got it. I just saw something he said.
Everyone's gonna know I'm from the Bay Area. My eyes are all bloodshot like that.
Yeah, that's how I was a few days ago too.
We know what you up to, bro. It's all ash. Ashy ash.
Not yet. Maybe later.
No.
So what's going on with you, Mateo? How you been?
Not much, man. Just working. You know me.
I'm listening. I'm emailing real quick.
Always doing.
You been working hard?
Always. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
How's that van of yours? I want to steal that van, bro. I'm like, one day I was like, dude, the first time we met, you like posting up like 3 videos and popping it up. Got this nice hopping swag van.
All right, so somebody in the chat too was like, "Oh, he's only got 3 videos. He's got to step it up." I mean, he was kidding, but I've only been on.
Started last week.
I have only been on for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
for real.
That's true.
And I have a bunch more filmed. I got like 3 videos like half edited. I give up and then I like move on, but I got some content coming for sure.
What's Krillin 867? So not only did you just start 3 videos, but like fire on every single one of those things, bro.
I got like, some more too. I got some more
haters. You were just some haters.
I showed Louie some of the shirts I found at an estate sale.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the what do you call it? The Harleys?
No, I got a Grateful Dead and like a Santana
shirt. One. Yeah, that Santana shirt's nice.
You mentioned the Santana. Maybe I'm wrong, but that Santana must be sweet. What year is it, bro?
I think you were on the thing.
No, he mentioned it, but he actually showed it to me the other day.
Oh,
that thing's sweet.
He didn't bring it, man.
No, I got it right here.
He has it right there.
There we go.
It's the Supernatural too.
I remember that album too. Oh, and Giants, yeah. He'd be playing up in the stadium back. Was that at the Candlestick?
This one was at Pac Bell, I think. Like right when.
Okay. I thought they called it something orange or something like that.
What?
Oh, you're thinking Oracle Arena.
No, I was thinking like, what's the name of that orange juice company? I thought it was that.
Orange Julius?
No. Oh, God, I remember those. I didn't hear of that in a while. I can't remember.
I know. Those were good.
Maybe I'm thinking of a stadium here, but I thought one day I passed it. Maybe they were just like a sponsor. But it seemed like when I passed the new stadium, like the last time I was in Cali, it seemed like it was like, what's the name of the orange juice companies that are really big right now?
Minute Maid.
Yeah, I think like Minute. I thought it was Minute Maid Stadium or something.
That's another park. Where is that? That's
That's not where the Giants play.
No, they play. They keep changing the name, but it's like it was Pac Bell, and then
oh, okay,
AT&T Park, and then now it's something else. I don't even know the name of it.
Got you.
I can't go there anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. Hold on one second. I'm going to email this thing to. Oh, I'm trying to find. I got lost on this thing. So what new stuff did you find this weekend? Was that some of the stuff you're talking about?
No, I went thrifting today. I think I spent $24 in the thrift. I had some really nice finds. I like this old Bette Midler, a bunch of old Disney stuff.
Really?
Some cool stuff. Yeah, my thrifts have been like insane. And like when I was there too, the semi was dropping off just pallets and pallets of stuff for them to.
Oh, you were probably like, whoosh, grab it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be grabbing all that stuff. Bette Midler was like a kind of 90s one or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a 93 Bette Midler.
Not bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all. It's a single stitch and stuff like that. Where did we sell? He fell out.
Krillin. He's driving me nuts.
I heard you got a bunch of Harley tees. Where they at?
Me? I got them stacked away outside, but like I found one today, but it was nothing like special on the design, but it was like 2XL, and I'm like,
yeah.
I gotta stack up one night and do like just let me know what night's good, you know. I'll show you my fire one day. We'll do that. Oh, we lost Luis.
Yeah.
Did you jump out?
Everybody can go watch my 3 long videos. So I only really have like one video that's like a decent length. The other ones are all pretty short, but like I said, I do have some stuff that should be coming out soon. Is there a service that you could pay that like you just send them your videos and they edit it and like you can approve their stuff?
I don't think. Well, see, I don't think so, because how do they know what you want to cut out or not? But I mean, there could be just, you know, like where they kind of go, oh, that looked, you know, and then you're like, no, I wanted that part in, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's really a matter of like hiring somebody but right. I don't know.
It's expensive though.
Well, and you know what I would do? Just play it raw for now. But there are some. I will say this much: if you got a good enough phone and it's got enough like memory in your card, like that's my next step, is get a better phone. One, because when my computer doesn't work, or if I ever get that set up. But there is this really simple app. I'll send you the link on it and stuff. I'll text it to you. Yeah. And I use it on my phone, but like unless you got like good memory, you can only do like a 10-minute, 15-minute the max like video, and so it eats up all your memory.
I have an iPhone, and then I have my iPad.
It was Gary. Sorry.
I can send my videos from my iPhone over to my iPad, and then I've been doing it on iMovie, but it won't let me, like when I try to make a thumbnail. I know there's thumbnail apps and stuff like that, but I feel like I've been under the gun, like get some content out. So I've been like just pushing it without doing like real thumbnails, real anything like that.
Okay.
It's all like a learning experience for me.
Right now. And that's just it. Like you can push it out. Like the thumbnail later, I can show you how to do that stuff, but like or to recommend some things. But dude, it's just a lot of process and steps. So like that's why I'm kind of a desktop kind of guy. Like when I do this stuff, you got to be on the desktop, because there's just, you know, it's a lot of, you got to have like so many windows open and doing this, and you're pulling this information and stuff. But like the thumbnails, I wouldn't get too caught up in it. Like if you're doing Strictly Lies, but for what you're doing, there's dudes out there that are really good, and they don't even bother with the thumbnails. They just have these like, you know, and like on YouTube, there's a little area on there they'll let you sometimes add stuff.
It only gives me like 3 images, and then if I go through and I take like a screenshot of an image, and then I try to like upload that, it always says like
Got it.
file too big, file too big. So on like all 3 of them, I was just like, screw it, like I'm just gonna have to pick one of the 3 they're giving me.
Hey, Krillin, Bob, I put your name, and then I put it at the the Gmail, and it's some reason it's not taking it. I'm in my it just keeps giving me the. Let me just type it in, see if I can do it again. I'm trying to get this cat in. Have you met Krillin, Mateo?
No, I haven't.
You'll be tripping out in a minute. This guy he's off the hook. Let me just put it that way. He's off the hook. You guys, I got to get Krillin in here. Why is it not giving this to me? This ain't right. Krillin 86. It ain't coming. Oh, no, duh. No wonder. I just figured out what I did wrong.
.con.
How'd you know?
Because I do it too.
Because I'm done like that. Oh, come on now. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. You got to have a .com. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go, Krillin. All right, Krillin. His real name is Rob. Send you the link, bro. Sent you the link. Jump in. And y'all look back at that StreamYard here. Let's see what I got here. And who else do we got? Do we have somebody? Luis, I think he had to get out. So let me go back and say hi to a few people. Mateo's on hold for a second. All right, Robbie, I got you in there. If you want to check your Gmail, I'm sorry, I wanted to say hi to a couple people. Lisa, I didn't get to read what you said earlier, but you're welcome to jump on.
I'm writing
Westside Gary's in there, man. How you doing? So Westside Gary says you have to add thumbnails through your YouTube video. Is that what you were asking earlier, Mateo?
Yeah, so they've been giving me, Lisa's giving me some good apps and stuff like that too on there. So
okay. Yeah, you guys spread that information. Drop some knowledge bombs and share it with Mateo, because like I am not a great host. I'm like trying to read and listen.
Yeah, good,
and then I'm trying to help Krillin, and I'm like, wow. Let me just say hi real quick. So we got Westside Gary. Gary, you're welcome to pop on, man, if you want. I don't know if you saw the link. Let me go back and see if I can cut and paste that link. And so what do you think your plans are for this weekend? Are you just going to try to go out, or is the smoke stopping you? Because I'm talking to a dude. His name is Salvatore's Mercado or something like that. You know who he is on Instagram? And he's starting his YouTube journey, but like he does these really dope like tape dispensers, and he'll make designs for you if you want to hire him, and he charge you a little bit for it. And I got one on my way, because I use tape dispensers. I got one for my priority tape, which I take from the post office, or they give it to me. Got one for my eBay tape and brown tape, and so using those things like it's crazy. Who else is there? Okay, we got Summers. That's Carol. We got Bobby. We got 15 people in the chat. Say hi, you guys. Who didn't I? Oh, Krillin. I'm gonna give you a moderator. Like, I'm sorry, Krillin. You're now a moderator. Iris, from earlier, we saw you in the chat. Put you down. So what's that hat you got on, Suzuki?
Yeah, it's like a Red Bull. I think it's like a hockey thing, man. You know me, though. I told you, I don't think I bought like a new piece of clothing in like 10 years. But like this is like new. I think I got like 3 of them when I bought them. I forget where it was.
This came from the bins. I've just been like, it's just a tie-dye shirt. It was ugly, and everyone's like, I like it. Give it to me.
That'd be awesome, Lisa. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. I said last live I was on, I'm like, the only thing I buy new are like socks and underwear, and that's it. Like everything else is.
That's all you need. Yeah, I don't want to buy no used underwear.
And it's older than me, and it's still like gonna last way more than any new stuff that I'd buy.
And like in this day and age, and then like your philosophy and stuff like that. And this is what I'm going to suggest to you. I'm only suggesting. I don't give advice, because nobody will listen anyway.
Right,
as you get deeper in your YouTube journey, dude, think about what your intention is. Like, why you doing this, and why you doing what you're doing on top of what you're doing. Like, there's cats out there, and like you gotta like watch this one guy, Andy Someta. His editing skills are mad, but like he's starting a clothing thing, and it's basically about his philosophy. That's why he wants to do is to save this stuff, like recycled goods. We doing it too. Like, do you want in the landfill, or do you want fire stuff to have, good style, or are you really doing it, because, some people have this like perspective about capitalism or whatever, it's like, it just kind of goes crazy. Let me say hi to my boy here. We got Fundamentals of Side Hustling. Y'all check him out. Derek's in the house.
What's up, man? Yeah, for me, like, so since I've been on YouTube, like maybe like the last couple months, like everybody has been super cool, super welcoming. But like they're only seeing like my thrifting and like my shirt side of what I am, and you know what I mean, what I do. Also like a contractor, a carpenter. I like to dumpster dive. I like to garden. Like there's so many aspects of stuff that I do. I won't swear.
That's part of being, humans. We got so many multiplicities about ourselves. It's just like, I do this, I surf, but I also do ballet or whatever. You're like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, who are you?
So I want to like, that's what I want my channel to be, is like, cause I'm like always like in clothes, I'm like recycling, but like in so many other aspects too. Like today I was cleaning wood that I got for free, and I'm going to use it to build a sandbox. And like, I have a video of my garden that I did, that everything I pulled out, or everything I did in my garden was all either thrifted or pulled out of a Home Depot dumpster. You know what I mean? Like, so just always like recycling, upcycling.
Dude, and I mean, that people have been doing that for thousands of years. That's how they live. Where was I the other day? And maybe it was probably because I went to the bins for the first time in a while, and like today I found nothing really good, just like a more modern Harley shirt and stuff like that. But I was like, as I'm doing this, I'm like, gosh, look at us. We're digging in here. We're going crazy. We're like just looking, and then I'm like, where are all the people that wore this stuff, and who wore it before them, or how did it get, and then I said, okay, I'm hungry, I'm leaving. And I said goodbye to my cats, and I was like, see you guys, I gotta go. And then, because like the last two runs were like junk, and I'm like, I can't be in there all day anyway, and I don't want to get sick. So I went to this barbecue place. My favorite place is like this barbecue. It's in the hood, and it's like this one, family that's been like 3 generations. And I'm sitting there, and as soon as I go in, I'm like, I ain't staying in here. So I grabbed my food and went back to my car. And I look at these people coming down the street. It was this two old couples. I'm probably like in their 60s, and they were like homeless, and they were just digging in those bins and just like bags and bags. And this one lady, she was, she, bless her heart, she wasn't all there, but they were like, that's us, a step away. And here I am, sitting in my car eating my barbecue, thinking I'm all, fly and doing my thing. And it's like, we're all picking off of each other. We're like taking it, and we're doing our thing, and it's like, and like, how can we help each other, to kind of go and extend ourselves within different ranges,
I think like that's always been, I don't know whether that's like the way I was raised or whatever, but like I'm always like wanting to give, wanting to help somebody out, wanting to do that. And I think that in this time with this whole virus and quarantine thing, like that's being taken from people a little bit. So everybody's like kind of like down just a little bit. So even like on YouTube, you know what I mean? People
that's
will
a
be
good point, though. It's
bickering
like,
back and forth, and it's like you can't sit and you can't talk with nobody, look them in the eye. You can't, get any context to what they're saying. So like that's what I'm hoping that we get back to like soon. You know what I mean? It's just that like day-to-day interaction with people, because I think that'll chill.
The intimacy is there, but like this is Matrix level crap. You know what I mean? It's like we're like in this bubble.
Yeah.
Now, do you take it for granted? Do you like learn to check in, and like, you seem like one of the more mindful cats I've seen in a while, like coming on, like, and I don't know you, but I've spoke to you, but like you seem like you kind of like go, you think before you step. And it's like, there's people like come on and they're just like, why are you here? And it's like, oh, we got a guest in here. Let's see who we got. Oh, there's our boy, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to be tripping. We're talking about a character within a character. This guy is awesome. He's Rob. He's probably going to bed. Did you get your Taco Bell, man?
Of course, man.
What's the Taco Bell order?
What I have, I just had the number 2, and then some nachos. That was it.
What's the number 2? The 2 Doritos Locos?
No, the Just soft tacos. Nothing too crazy.
Steak,
Supreme.
beef, chicken,
No, I got I like the chicken.
chicken.
Sometimes I like the steak, but I
The
usually go with
chop,
the chicken.
the chopped chicken is where it's at, huh?
Yeah. No, you like the shredded one, you
I
mean?
don't like the shredded one. No, I like the chopped chicken.
Yeah, okay, so because it's not with the sauce in it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I,
it's too spicy for me. I once in a while I can go for it, but sometimes because the regular chicken it's not soaked in that spicy sauce.
yeah.
So I'll
Where you
just go
from?
with the regular one and then some nachos on the side, then have a nice day. So now you live in California?
Yeah, I'm a Cali boy. What about you?
Uh-huh. I live in Long Island.
He's
Okay.
an East Coast boy all the way.
Yeah. Coast to coast here. And
Yeah, well, you're on the
a
east side.
stop in the middle right there.
Got a
I
little
know.
pissed off
Well,
here.
it's like
And
a
I was
triangle. He's
born
down
in
south.
Cali, by the way, but I lived
Where?
I think Rob forgets sometimes. I lived in New York for like maybe over 10 years or more.
I could see a
Yeah.
little bit of that in you. You picked up
Where
a
did
little.
I remember you saying so. Where did you live again?
I lived in Astoria for well, actually, I lived a
Yes,
few
yes.
places.
You said
Park
it.
Slope. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like you meet so many
Yeah,
people.
you
You're so
remember telling me.
popular. You forget about the little guys like us. I mean, come on.
No, I remember actually I was with my friend. He lives in that area, but I never go to Park Slope. It's on the other
No, I
side
mean,
of
I
the.
lived there for a little bit. That didn't stay long. Park Slope. I remember when it was like dirty, sleazy. You know where that Costco is, and like it was nothing but needles on the ground, and I was
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh, there's like hookers all over the place. They're like, duh,
yeah. It's back
like
to
you
those
go out
days now.
after
Now it's
11,
the bad
that's it
old days are coming back, so it's a lot.
again.
Yeah, it goes through waves.
You're right. No, you're right because like when I lived in Long Island City, which is
Yeah.
like right, Astoria there, you can walk around. That's where
Yes.
Mateo, like Long Island City, like in Astoria where I lived, that's where they filmed Sesame Street. Like I was blocks away from like the studio where they filmed that. And yeah, they had like, it's crazy. And like I'd seen that place go seedy, and then all of a sudden, like it boom, poshing up and like gentrified, and all the hipsters coming in, and like, what the heck's going on? And then all of a sudden,
That's here right
it
now.
just pushed over a couple
And
blocks.
Yeah, they're doing a lot
the
of
link.
building there.
Drop the link for Luis.
Oh, Luis, I'm sorry, man. Let me
And
put
now
it
you're
in
in
here.
Northern California.
Yeah, right
Luis,
outside
check
the city,
on
like 2
Luis,
miles
check
outside
on
of San Francisco.
I'm sorry, Mateo. Outside of where?
2 miles outside of San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You ever
But
been?
but San Francisco is like in the middle. No, it's but you consider it northern.
Well, we consider it northern, but like you're right, it's probably like middle, like
Technically, it's probably like central, but it's like anything from San Francisco up. We don't ask why. Like Cali's just say that's Northern California, but it's
I think it's probably like, man, where would you even put that? Like maybe like Gilroy and up would probably maybe be Northern Cali, and then Central.
yeah. Because like I remember when I lived in San Jose. San Jose is right next to Gilroy, and Gilroy had this garlic festival, and my parents would bring us. I'm like, why are we going to this garlic festival? I was like, just weird, crazy, like garlic ice cream and just.
Forget. Well, it's
It
all
was like
California's festivals every week, right?
oh yeah,
Now,
probably
now
like every day.
is the fires are still blazing?
yeah, pretty bad, man. It's like you wake up and there's another one, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've been dealing with this for like years and years now. Like,
How close does it get to the residential areas?
It got into some areas, so about like no traffic, 45 minutes from me, it burned 20 houses.
20 minutes from you? Wow.
45, like no traffic, like probably like
Yeah.
40 miles.
Now, do they have
is it the extension of Santa Cruz, the fires?
That one is probably like 50 miles to the south of me, and then this other one is like 40 miles to the north.
So Rob, he's getting it bad because I know where he's talking about. Yeah.
But now, do they have an like do they have like evacuation protocol, like if it's coming your way, like your phone will start beeping, like say,
They
and like
do.
They block roads, dude.
Yeah, so I have like a little cabin out in the woods, out in the sticks, and we get pelted with fires every year. And then just like 2.5 weeks ago, there was another one that started by us. I got the alert on the phone. You need to evacuate. And I was trying to get up there because I have all my grandpa's like old military stuff, all his stuff up at that cabin, and
Crazy.
they wouldn't let me get in there. They wouldn't let me drive in there to get it. Like,
Oh,
thank
up
God.
Yosemite.
Yeah, thank God that it they stopped the fire. It's crazy.
For real.
A lot of citizens, like, they have like those small little planes there, and they were hooking up like the little canvas bags, and there's a lake right there. They were going and picking up water and doing it. Like, one guy did it for like 27 hours straight.
Wow. Wow.
I don't, I mean, I remember there were some mild fires and I had a flashback probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and people think, oh, Texas, desert, flat. Now I live in the hill country, and in order to see a lot of trees, you have to go more East Texas.
East
Like,
Texas. Yeah.
and people think, oh, Houston's East Texas. Houston is not the only part of East Texas. That's more south, and then it kind of goes to the Bay parts. But when you go north of Houston, it's nothing but like piney woods. But 2 hours back west a little bit, which is kind of close to where I'm at, there's a guy on here called Storage Scavengers. I'm surprised I haven't seen his name. He lives in a place called, like, near Bastrop. They have like pine trees like out in the middle of nowhere, and it turns out they're indigenous to that area. And they just had a fire, and it was just like decimated 90%.
Yeah.
I mean, 90%.
Wow.
It's bad.
Burned
Like,
for
if you
months.
look up, the media doesn't like play it that much, but like if you look up like the devastation of like some of these neighborhoods, like there was one like in the Chico area, and it's just like this whole neighborhood, and all these houses are just gone. Like, just entire streets, entire like little subdivisions just gone.
Yeah, we hear about it out here.
Yeah,
they
you'll
talk
hear
about
about it, but
they had an expert on actually today on the radio. They were talking about this guy. He used to go out there years ago, like 20, 30 years ago. He was talking about something that had to do with the logging industry, what they changed. He said they used to go out and they used to cut the tops, the dead parts off of trees, and they don't do that anymore for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like that. He explained the whole thing. He's like, well, this is what happens is they don't cut this piece off, and if they have to cut it, because that's when it gets too dry. He's like, it's been there. I don't know. I mean, he was just explaining it. The guy was a logger
it's
or
a
something.
complicated process, yeah. And it's like being a part of the rangers and the park rangers and the national forests are different, whole different entity too. They all got to collaborate with like the fire department stuff, and it's a complex algorithm, like just getting these guys to like know how to work on the emergency systems.
And you know what's weird too? I didn't know this also. Like, he was talking about this, and it's the same thing. You probably follow some of those Australian resellers too, right? They were talking, right?
I don't.
No,
anyway,
a couple of.
Yeah, there's a couple people from Australia that other people follow, and they were talking about how, and this is weird too because they did the same thing in Australia and they stopped doing. He's like, yeah, they used to burn the forest, and I was like,
yeah,
what are you talking about? And he's like, years ago they would have to they do like controlled burns.
Yes.
And
yes.
they stopped doing that for some reason. And he's like, the people would do that. He says years ago, the indigenous people of Australia would do that in the woods. They would do some kind of thing, whatever the fuck it was, and then the government stopped them doing that. And then now like last year, I mean, I'm sure you saw. Did you see those videos from Australia last year where they were driving through the forest?
Yeah, it was bad.
We had it going on in Cali too. It's I saw the lady trying to get back to her husband, and she was trying to as soon as she turned around, she couldn't get out.
So many sad stories like that. There was we had like this crazy drought for like 10 years where even our supposed rainy season was really slow and really low water count. So, and then that's kind of when these fires started hitting. We had like a beetle infestation that like killed. If you can go back and look before these fires started, like just like 40 or 50% of our trees, of our pine trees, just got wiped out by these beetles. So it's just
you said like 50% of it? Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so it's just like this like tinderbox, like just waiting to go up. I have my piece of property is like an acre, and the beetles got, I want to say it was like, I don't know, 29 trees on my property. I'm talking like large trees.
And what is it? They eat the tree, or they poison?
Yeah.
How does it
So
work?
when there's water, the tree's able to make sap, and the beetles don't like to go through the bark and go through the sap. But there was no water, so the trees weren't making sap. So these beetles just come in and like eat it, like termites would. You know what I mean?
So it's like a termite. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, I think they're from Asia or somewhere, Japan or something, whatever, or whatever.
trees. So then
You
we
think
just
of a Japanese beetle, Rob?
Yeah, right. Isn't that what they came in and destroyed the trees years back?
It depends. Well, there's certain plants or certain trees.
There's a bunch of different species of it. These are like wood boring beetles, they call them.
Okay.
And they just kill all the pine trees. That's what they love. So our forests, especially in like the Sierras, is just a lot of pine trees.
Yeah.
And they just killed everything.
Yeah,
So
to
wait,
some
what was this
extent,
guy talking about? They used to do logging, but they don't do logging anymore. What's this guy
who said
talking
that?
about?
Who said that?
No, the guy who I was on the radio. I'm just driving my car. They had the expert on. They were talking about when he said cutting the tops of the trees, and he says they stopped doing logging in certain areas.
Yeah, so they used to go and do like forest management. That's when like you heard Trump say they're not sweeping the forest floors. Like
Yeah. Now, what does that mean? What is that? I don't know anything about the forest. I never.
So they
I
have to,
went.
like,
I was in
put up
Boy Scouts for a week, and I quit.
divisive borders that like kind of just set boundaries so that if the fire does come up, it helps them at the first point of like trying to contain the fire, because then they can come in a little bit and maybe like have a few guys chop a little bit back on the tighter areas, but you can only do so much, or at least just be able to start putting the water down,
It's
so
really
there's no border. You mean? I see. So like it just keeps going.
it's really expensive, and they just kind of worked it out of our state budget. They slowly started getting our state park departments and all that. Like they just worked that out. I don't know why our taxes are going through the roof, but you know what I mean? They're cutting back on that, and then it just came out to where they were hardly doing anything like that, and now we're seeing some of the consequences of it.
Oh
yeah, it gets to like the point where it's like all red tape and stuff like that. It's
because like they were talking about it gets dry, and then that's what happens when it's not maintained. That I don't know, like you said, they need to make borders this way, so if it starts, and they can push it back and contain it. I guess.
I mean, it's crazy.
Look at it this way, Bob. So look at it this way. It's like your death pile getting so damn out of hand that like if you don't start putting these, like I wish you could show Mateo you're not at work. I know you're at home. Mateo, you got to see Krillin. Krillin's got this place. He's got a pad, and then he's complaining the lady like raised it up like $20 or something, whatever.
What? No, more than that.
I mean, he's got a warehouse of clothes, and so like you have those clothes. If you don't start organizing, you're gonna have cockroaches under some, and then you're gonna, and then you're gonna that's gonna go up against the heater, and it's gonna catch fire, and it's just about you got to organize that stuff.
How much stuff you got, Krill?
Bro, he got
I'll tell you
stuff.
I gotta
tell you what it is. After what happens is that it's not just me. I'm not alone. This is more of a. There's a lot of people with death
buying. I already know because I have that. I have that too.
I mean, you get the like when I'm driving, and then like for example, there's a thrift store on the way to my warehouse. Well, I don't even know what you call it. I got a basement / office / warehouse. It probably is about. It's less than 1,000 square feet.
Listen to this, Mateo.
And what happens on the way? There's a thrift store, and then today I'm going for lunch. Going to Jersey Mike's
on the curb.
Come visit me. Yeah. I need you to pick from me.
Because it's like I have to go see, because you know what it is too. This is what I don't know how. Are you a full-time reseller?
Not really, but I have that virus that you're talking about.
Yeah. So no, but what happens? You know what it is too. A lot of people they ask me this question because a lot of people who are newer they'll ask me. They'll say. Because I do have a lot of connections, and people will they're like, oh, how'd you get this merchandise, or how'd you get that good stuff, or how'd you get that whatever it is. And I told them a lot of the better merchandise is kind of hard to find at the thrift store, because it's just like that. There's people there hanging out there all day waiting for that, and there's people, but like concert T-shirts is different. You said you would do concert T-shirt.
Yeah, I have that's really like what I like passion is. It's like old.
Oh
vintage.
yeah, oh me too. That's my thing. I love concert t-shirts, but like you don't really to me my
I find hardly any in the thrift anymore.
yeah, because we were talking about two different things. Number one, a lot of them, like especially the old black ones, they might have holes in them, and they probably like savers wouldn't even put them out.
Yep.
Exactly. Number two, there's people standing outside waiting for those racks to come out for those shirts.
Yep.
Number three,
Sometimes. Yeah.
there's well, sometimes, but and number three, there's people probably in the back room, some guy, a rock and roll guy, who's working there sorting, and he sees a t-shirt and he's gonna grab it. So
I don't like it, but you can't say you wouldn't expect them to. You know what I mean? Like there's a guy that knows a guy. Like, hey, Joey, you know, or whatever. Hey, when you get that fire, let me know when it's drop. I'll just come in the back door and come look real quick. You know, and the guy slips some, you know, some cash.
Because I was telling people, I says, look, because I find a decent amount of t-shirts. You know, I'm not the king of rock t-shirts, but I've found my fair share.
And it's not just rock t-shirts; it's just fire stuff. You know, like it could just be. Like when I'm at the flea market, somebody goes, "You got any t-shirts?" I'm like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "You want concert or do you want music t-shirts?" So it doesn't have to be a concert. Okay, thank you. Okay, come over here. Boom. Like I'll show them repros or just even if it's not a repro, it's like, a label for this merchandise for this specific entertainer or something like that. But then there's people that just want like badass illustrations.
I don't even bring t-shirts to the flea market. Those are mine. Like
now you're buying for yourself. So you buying for yourself or just for flipping or both?
Both. Like if I see a t-shirt and it's cool and it fits me, it's mine. Like if I see a t-shirt and it's cool and it doesn't fit me, like it's still mine, but somebody can pry it out of my hands a lot easier.
So you'll wear t-shirts like, if you're not a fan of the
t-shirt and you can make bank on it. So that for me, it's about, can I support my habit? Like, can I use that to get what I want? I don't like it, but I'll buy it, Right.
So you'll wear a t-shirt if it's a band you don't like just because you dig the graphics?
No, definitely.
Because I see. Yeah,
but also I'm a huge fan of music. Like I'm all genres of music I can get down with, except really for like some hard metal. But everything, all generations, like the way I was raised is like, you know what I mean? All the way from Elvis, all the way now it's like all the new rap shit and everything in between. Like you put it on and I probably know a lot of the
There's a guy with a badass Elvis t-shirt on Instagram who I was like trying to trade him stuff for it, and he had a cool Elvis t-shirt. And then I'm like, I don't want this out. Like, I only want it because it is. I'm a little bit of I'm not huge, but I'm a bigger guy.
Yeah,
I wear an XL to it, and it's hard to find concert t-shirts in large, extra large. It's very difficult. Mm-hmm. So, sometimes you have to get
Sonny?
the
How you doing, man?
T-shirt.
I was gonna say, so I was telling Louie about an estate sale haul I had. And they actually had 2 Elvis t-shirts there. They had the original Mervin's tag on them that were $2.19 from Mervin's.
Wow.
But they're tiny. They're in my pile over there somewhere. But
it don't matter. You're gonna find some petite young lady and be like, "Give me that shirt. It's fire." And you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna go to her Mac Daddy. She's gonna, her sugar daddy, gonna go, "Yeah, how much you want for that? $500. Give me that thing."
Not Elvis.
That's what we live
Elvis
for.
Is not hip. Girls don't like Elvis.
I think I got a
picture. Dude, it didn't matter. Like she wanted because it's fashionable. Like, oh yeah, I heard about Elvis.
I think it'd have to be like some old lady who wants to put him in a frame and like put him up on her Elvis shrine.
We don't know, man. Elvis fans are pretty sneaky. Elvis fans come like across the board. There's maybe there's some that are like, like you said, like a little lady.
Like even so, like you said, but not. They don't value the t-shirts per se. Like that's good for us because people are not out there chasing those Elvis t-shirts because we can grab them.
What I've learned is whatever you got, like it's just like eBay. You leave it on long enough, there's gonna be a buyer for it.
Oh yeah, of course. Any vintage t-shirt I'm gonna pick up.
Okay.
I mean,
so I had this bet.
All right, let's see this here. Oh yeah, they're cool. Oh, see the one in the middle? That's an iron. That's iron on, right? Or like
that's
press on.
It still has the tags.
Yeah, that's the one that had that Mervin's tag.
But I'm saying it's very glossy,
when I go for
right?
that blue one, that blue one's fire. The The one with black and blue.
Yeah. So, and I think I paid $2 for the one with the tag and $1 for the other two.
Yeah, I keep shirts for myself once in a while. Like, so.
Well, it sounds like you got a whole warehouse of shirts.
What are you
Dude,
talking about?
He's hiding
ones
his
I
stuff. He
sold
won't
you?
even show me his fire.
Well, no, the stuff that I like. Well, here, this is what I think. Yeah, this is my
Oh
favorite
God!
shirt.
Oh God! We got you got up. If I got Krillin up, I did something. Light a bug in your butt. Oh,
Hey.
where you going, bro? Is that your closet? Where are you at home? Yeah, he ate his chicken. So this is what Mateo. This is what he does. He'll go. All right, I want this. I want a number 6, chicken all the way, extra guacamole. Like every time he does it, I came this close to starting on live to get him going through Taco Bell.
Somebody's got to drop his link so I can sub. Does he put out? Did he put out content?
He
right?
won't do it. He's lazy. He's lazy, bro. He can. This dude is just like I told you. Remember when I said? What did I tell you? He's special. He's like oh, who is that?
Make him big.
Make him close. Come a little closer.
What year is that?
How much closer am I gonna get?
Red Hot Chili Peppers. What year?
Oh, I hate
92.
you, bro.
92. Man, look at that size.
How
too.
much you want for that? I'll send you all the XL you want. I'll get you XL shirts.
2XL.
Is that a personal? Were you there or
no? I was too young. Like these were, like I was too young to go. You know, I was a kid, but these bands I really loved.
That's cool.
You know,
what people don't know is Krillin's only 16 years old.
What did you say?
I said you're only 16 years old. People don't know that about you.
That I'm only 16 years old. And I was listening in 1992.
So
that's a fire shirt, Rob. That's a dope shirt. Don't ever get rid of that.
Newer shirts too. This here I think is a badass T-shirt. This is a Mexican band.
Hey, you can't cuss. What is
it?
This?
Yeah, can you make me big or not?
Yeah, he can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me hold on. How do I do this? Let me go back on. Go on. Hold on.
Le Bucheretes.
Yeah.
La Pucheretes. How do I do this, bro?
Did you put the link in there for Luis?
Oh crap! Yeah, I did, bro. Uh oh. Is he big or is it? No, I don't want to get me out of this thing. How do I do this? This is crazy. No, hold on. There we go. Go ahead, bro.
Can you see here? That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
That one, that's a Mexican band. I saw them. They opened up for a band. You ever heard of the band L7?
Yeah.
I haven't.
They opened up for a band called L7.
Where in Long Island?
What?
Long Island?
Who is Long Island? L7
no,
from Long Island?
The concert. The concert. No, the concert.
No, it was in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Now you said you like rap music.
I already like this one. You don't be offended. I'm gonna try to. Who is that?
Don't tell me that's Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
It's Wu-Tang, dude. That's Jizza and Riz on there.
Kind of bootleg printed. Look at this. It's like they.
Dude.
Is that's not? Let me see the tag.
No, it's like printed. Look how it's like a laser printer almost.
Yeah,
not like a newer. It's newer shirt.
When'd you get that, Krillin?
I don't know, a year ago.
Yeah,
but it's cool. This was a Wu-Tang album.
Hit your boy up.
Yeah. Hey, if that was an OG like on a cotton shirt, you're looking at like a $5,000 shirt.
And now this girl here.
Yeah, it is, Gary.
She's actually from Southern California. I mean Northern California here. Her name is Tamarin.
Yeah, Westside Gary's like it's new. He's like,
no, this is new stuff. I'm looking through my. Hold on. I have some other stuff.
Long
yeah.
Island.
This here. Okay, here's the thing: is that this is a band, another California band that I used to love. This album. This is one of my favorite albums. And of course, this is like, you know how I said you're never gonna find something in extra large because it's just too, And if you do find, it's like the original one is like gonna be like $500, $400.
Just come a little closer but slow. Yeah, come a little closer.
Can you see?
Oh yeah, now I
how
see it. That's good.
They're from California. You remember this band, Suicidal Tendencies?
Yes,
I
of course I
did,
do.
yeah.
Bro, I grew up on that.
That's
So
that's the actual. That looks like an actual shirt. What year is that?
No, this is, and I'll tell you the story. This was their '93 tour, but this is a reprint. See, because I told you I couldn't get, here it's a new table up here.
In your size.
But see, yeah, because and what happened was I bought this T-shirt from one of those bootleg people that they printed on demand.
Right.
In like the Philippines or something, or
Alibaba.
Indonesia. It took me 2 months to get this T-shirt.
Yeah.
What? You're lucky you got it, man.
So I'll tell you, Louie, I don't know if you know, but like if you buy, you're at the thrift, you're at the bins, and you find old blanks, like single stitch blanks. Those do really
All the time.
good, really good too. They sell.
Because people be putting like I save it so when I find the most fly like 70s or 80s iron on stuff too, and it's like a shirt I don't care about, even though it's single stitch, pop it on.
Yeah, but even like for resale, like they sell really good. I'm sure because
in bundles,
people are faking shirts.
Oh, this is it. This is his boy here, Morrissey.
Of course, obviously my logo, Morrissey's my favorite. So I saw.
What year is that? What year is that, bro?
Last year, he played on Broadway, 2019.
Did you go see him?
Yeah, I got this from the concert at the Luntfontein in.
I know
Broadway.
that's your boy crush. I know.
Yeah, so I had to buy the T-shirt when I was there. I thought this was the coolest looking one they had.
Yeah,
it's not bad. It's not bad.
So it was whatever I had to buy.
He's gonna die soon anyway, so hold on to that shirt.
I don't know. Like I bought, like he played another show years ago. I bought this one here with the cat on his head.
It's just so crazy to think of him like when back in the days, like he made punk look mild, in his own like sophisticated way, before he was doing the Smiths, and then now he's doing like Broadway and all this stuff, and he's still snotty nosed performer.
I have a Morrissey shirt somewhere.
You got a Smith shirt?
A Morrissey.
Oh, okay.
What, you have one now for sale?
Yeah, but it's probably like a medium or. Dude, I have so many shirts, man.
Well, let me see. Hey, all right, you can make me small again.
We like you, big man. You're the
That's
big guy. You're the big guy. Hold on, let me figure this out.
What do you know? Do you know which one you have? The Morrissey? You said you have one for sale?
Yeah, I do have one. You have to give me dude. I got like a stack that's taller than me. That's just like right there, and all these right here, and there's another side over there too. So it would take me a minute.
And you picked them up from the estate sale?
I pick them up from.
Hold on, hey Krillin, read this. This is Lisa. She's a Copper State Treasures. I think she does a lot of different stuff, auctions and things, and she's asking you. Can you ask him? His name's Rob. You can call him Krillin. He wants to know. She got any funk. What's she saying? Funk junkies.
Funk junkies. Yeah, I don't. I have some. I have a Funk Jesus shirt.
Oh, that's nice.
I picked up, but not Funk junkies.
Never heard of it.
There's this guy on Instagram, and I gotta find him because I have another Instagram for my T-shirt rats, and I don't know what it's not that he only does that, but this one Instagram is dedicated to all the Jesus shirts he finds. Some of them are traditional Christian shirts, but then he finds some whacked out stuff, like the funny stuff.
Crazy right now too. Like anything that's like religious.
I'm talking about 3-4 years ago that he was doing this. Like he started the craze probably, but
right
yeah,
now,
you're right. It is big right now. Like Jesus saves me or something. It's like what? And then like have Jesus holding a lizard or something. I'm like, what is this all about?
Yeah, I think I got a play on a Jesus thing. It has like the Gap logo, you know, like GAP, and then it was like God answers prayers or something like that. But like anything with that right now is going crazy.
Yeah, and by the and to the people in the chat, that's called a mashup. That's what you type in.
Yeah.
When it's two different things. Like I had one that was, it was
Krillin dropping the knowledge bombs, baby.
hold on, this is a good one. It was a Judge Dredd and Guns N' Roses mashup T-shirt, and I forgot what it said. Now you know.
I hear you, Gary. No, Gary was like, I was trying to get Gary. You know West Side Gary, right?
Bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Gary was in California.
He is. He's in SoCal.
But he said he's trying to get the kids. No, he's getting the kids to bed.
Oh, the kids. Okay, all right, relax.
So, like Daddy, he's trying to get you to go to sleep.
So Rob, tell me about this warehouse. What do you do? Is that where you just?
Oh yeah, wait. Oh, so let me finish what I was saying. I forget. No, what I was saying was before about the death pile. A lot of people ask me like, "Oh, you find stuff?" Because not just obviously just because look, with the T-shirts, I get them, I flip them right away. You know, I don't sit on them for a while. I try. You know, I mean, some people hold off for years, but you know, make the story short. If I get decent offers, I take it. Especially when you're buying these T-shirts, you pay a couple dollars for them. You're not paying up. Rarely you're paying up. So it's all profit. So whatever it is. Make the story short. People ask me, "Oh, where do you get this stuff? Wherever it is, you know?" And I get a lot of from the estate sale. I have a lot of connections with the estate sale companies. But the drawback, what a lot of people don't realize is, like, I have this one woman. Her name is Leslie. Okay, she has a estate sale company.
I wanted to ask you, but I thought it's not my place. Go ahead. Now that you brought up, how is Leslie doing?
Yeah, I gotta call her. I didn't talk to her this week. But anyway, no, I saw her on.
By the way, Mateo. Leslie is like that's his honeypot lady. He's teaching her and she's teaching him. What's the spill? Give us a spill, man.
So Leslie, she like she'll call me once in a while to preview. And anybody who goes to estate sales, it's very hard to let the companies do not want and understand. I have the one company who I'm like boys with this guy.
Yeah,
he won't let me preview because he's like, look, once I have the pictures up. I have to.
Oh, is he one of those guys? Yeah.
It has to be.
No, but I understand. I understand because you know what is true.
I'm just saying. You know, you don't have the connect. Yeah.
Well, I'm actually closer with him than I am Leslie. But what happened is, his thing is he likes to have a lot of. This guy, my friend Vinny. Did you see my last video?
Vinny. Anyway, yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so. His thing is he only does 1 day sales. That's it. Some of these companies do 2-3 day sales. Wow. He does only 1 day, one sale.
But he probably gets packed, right? Like Vinny's
that's why he doesn't like the preview because what he wants to have the as the kids say, the fire. You know, he likes as the kids. I know. I feel like
you're so condescending. Every T-shirt I call that's okay. My nickname is T-shirt rats. It's like, but they, you know, my friends, they know that's what they're like, you're a T-shirt rat. I'm like, yeah, but you guys are rats. Like you fucking, you guys are coming in like hawks and just grabbing everything. You don't leave nothing for nobody. You're like rats jumping around like mall rats. It's like you bunch of punk asses.
But see, I equate that to everything. Like I just ate a sandwich and that sandwich was fire. Like it was really good.
No, fire sandwich.
The bathroom. That bathroom was fire, man.
Yeah, but make the story short. Vinny.
That's his saying. That Krillin, you're gonna see memes. It's like to make another story short.
Make the story short. Ahead, Vinny, him and his girlfriend, they have one company, but like I said, they do like 1 day blowout sales, right? And like. That he has to have the attractive items right away. But now, what's her name? Leslie, she'll do like her method to her madness is she'll advertise 1 day. She'll advertise a 1 day sale, right? But then she'll have it on the weekend. And then during the week, she'll advertise blowouts. A second day. Yeah, like a blowout, like, clean out sale. So this way, people go on the first day, like, it's only 1 day. And then it's like, all right,
Yeah,
a
but
week
that's
later.
such a that's a great strategy. I mean, like you kind
Yeah.
of create that buzz, and people like who are your faithfuls are like, oh, she's having a fucking blowout, and
Yeah.
they come running. Get rid
But
of you,
so,
just clear the stuff out.
but sometimes Leslie, because she's a much busier company, she'll even get sales that she'll take that say the homeowner doesn't want to, especially now with Corona,
Right.
they don't want to have people in the house or whatever it is, or they just, because a lot of times that happens. They don't want to have 1,000 people in the fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
So what they'll do is she'll only invite just few people that she knows are gonna buy. She's not gonna open it to the public. She's gonna say, all
Get
right,
your
I'm gonna
big
invite.
ticket people that are going to pay up, get them in, get them out, and then leave the other crumbs, put them in the driveway or whatever.
Exactly. So yeah. So this puts me in that precarious position. Maybe that's not the right word, but it puts me in that position, because it's like,
You better come and you better buy.
yes, that's the point. It's like I drove up to Westchester. Well, you don't know where that is. I drove upstate New York.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I drove upstate New York, about an hour, whatever it was. Not that it was so
I know
far.
right where it is, bro. I've been through that little
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow town.
Yeah, so I had to drive upstate New York. Not that it just was so far, but it was just like a little out of the way in traffic.
Were you
and
helping
everything.
her, or she just invited you, or you're going to buy?
Yeah, she was like, oh, it's funny. She messaged me. She's like, oh, you want to come check out some stuff, whatever it was, and I'm like, how long? She's like, you got to get here in an hour, and I'm like, Leslie,
You know what that means, right? That's code.
I don't know what the fuck code does that mean, but anyway,
Go on,
she's
I'm
like,
sorry.
you got to get here in an hour. So I was just like, Leslie, because she was just saying, no, she didn't say I get here in an hour. She was like, oh, you got to get here by 2:00, and I'm like, Leslie, it's 12:45, and and I got to drive through the Bronx and this and that. So, but like what I was saying is, I found some good stuff there. I found a couple of nice polo items and, a couple of jackets, good, like profit making. But when you go on those private picks, like you said, you got to pay up a little bit.
Well, yeah, you pay up in one sense or another, like not necessarily, but like if you're invited and you don't show up, they're not going to invite you anymore. That's also, step up, pay up. But
And
like
it's
you
also,
go, you better like drop some bank.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who want to do wholesale that have that same thing. They're like, oh, I want to buy pallets and this and that. And I'm like, you don't understand. People who are wholesalers, they want you to be just their guy when they because wholesalers, they want to flip it instantly. That's their thing, is they get it and then they instantly flip it to you.
Right.
So if you're not ready, because people are like, oh, I want to buy pallets or buy this. It's like, look, unless you're ready to constantly take them, don't start buying them, because you're going to buy
cherry pick and then go, I only want this because I don't have enough, storage in my warehouse and because, and I get it, especially in New York, it's a commodity. Space is a commodity. You better be ready to flip that stuff. You do need to flip it because otherwise you're stuck with overhead, and about overhead.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got lucky. My place is not that. I mean, because
but you're a little out. You're out in the island long enough. Like there's land and there's warehouse.
It still would be on the open market. Somebody would still probably pay close to double what I paying for that place.
No, I agree. But like it's always help. Yeah.
It's because what I did was I built up a relationship with the woman. So it's like,
if you don't, you're so screwed. Let me ask you this: if you had to get rid of all that stuff, what would you do? Like if this said get out in a month.
I got to tell you a story. Hold on, I got to check something real quick, because I was actually almost put in a weird position.
Did I open a Pandora's box, Rob?
No, but I got, here's something that's weird.
What do you got? 1,000 square feet?
It's pretty deep though. Like, but he shares the space with it's kind of weird. You have to get on Tommy and Tracy. They do the Tommy Bernard show or whatever. Sometimes just check out his videos. He should run across some of his space. It's crazy.
This is I think were you in the chat? Okay, I'm trying to think.
Which one?
I had with I think it was Sam. I think you were in that chat, and I was talking about the ethical dilemma. Where there was an ethical dilemma where I says she was talking bad about my Matthew, the guy who has the antique booth.
Yeah.
Was that Ted? Okay.
Yeah. I
So
was there. Sam was listing that day. Yeah.
yes. So make the story short. I didn't do it. I just kept my mouth shut because I just pretended like I didn't know nothing because there's no winning situation out of there. I'm just like, fuck it.
Right.
And that's
You
what I
already
kind of
did
was
that.
leaning to.
You picked your battle right.
Yeah, I was listening. I was just listening for a little confirmation from people to say, look, should I say something? Now, here's what happened is this. I was almost put in another weird position. So the woman who has the store, okay, he knows this woman for many years from other shit, right? But now she has a boyfriend, okay? And this guy, Matt, is very sensitive, okay? He's very, very, something, you say the wrong thing to him, he gets very upset,
Yeah.
okay?
Like, yeah. Fickle cat, we call him.
Yeah, so what happened was, they were doing work in the store. And I kind of I wasn't paying attention because I was like unloading my car full of shit, whatever it is. And Matt was working with a customer and Matt was bending down. And the boyfriend was like, moving stuff back because he's working there now. He was
Lord.
moving stuff back. I mean, he's got a job. He's just helping her out. That's a boyfriend. And he touched the back of his head. He's like, oh, excuse me, while you're down here, like put his head near his genitalia.
What?
And yeah, I didn't see this happen, but I saw them in an area working, and I was like, you know how like sometimes maybe you could see something through your periphery, but
All right.
like you didn't.
Don't go into details. Just get to the.
No. I'm not gonna. No, I'm just saying. He just that's the only details as far as
All right.
of that. Whatever.
So what happened?
Anyway,
so what happened? Like with your involvement?
My involvement is because now I'm supposed to be this guy's friend, Matt. We're close and everything like that. So then I go to that, the thrift store, Consuela's thrift store.
Yeah.
So
Name?
what?
Is that the real name of it?
No, the lady's name is Consuela.
Who runs
No,
it?
no. I'll finish. I'm almost done with this story. Maybe another 30 seconds.
I'll go back and watch his videos later.
No, so I'm gonna make it short. Just let me finish. I'll make it short.
You
So
said
what
like
happens
20 minutes ago.
No, so what happens is he's like, oh, you can't believe what that guy just did to me. He just embarrassed me in front of the customers. He told me to I'm sorry. I was going to finish. So he says he embarrassed me in front of the customers. And I said, man, I'm sorry. I was loading up my car. And he thought like I was like playing stupid. And I'm like, look, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, it's like I'm
like,
minding my own business. Yeah.
So, and that's what happened. Then he's like, I took him outside and we had a yelling match in the street. We started yelling at each other.
That's New York.
And now I'm like, and now it's like this. Now I go back to the store and I'm like, Matt, I'm at the thrift store. I said, I'm being honest with you, which I was. I says, look, I didn't really see what happened. Okay. So make the story short.
Yeah, you can tell him, say, don't get me involved with your drama. Say, I got my own business,
Yeah, because that's the thing is now I got back to the store and now I was wondering, I was like, if this guy questions me and says like, oh, did you talk to Matt about whatever happened? He didn't say anything to me, but I was like, don't put like same thing kind of Matt, like don't put me in the fucking mess. If you have
people
and I
like
think it's
that,
this, and I know Matt overreacts. He's very sensitive. So like sometimes some people you're really cool
like
with
a
them,
drama
but
queen
then
or
one little
something?
thing. What happened?
Is he like a drama queen?
It's weird because he's one of those kind of people. Like on Monday, he could be the coolest guy. Hey, blah blah blah, and then on Wednesday or whatever like one little issue, like he could see like something with like Donald Trump or something.
Off,
like
Rob,
and then he gets triggered. And
in New York as well as I do. You don't know what these people's mindset are. Like one day something triggers them, and the next day, and then he could be like a drama queen, like he wants that. He's trying to attract that stuff.
Yeah,
As soon as you
right.
he's pulling that stuff
he's
in
for attention, so kind of thing. And the worst one, like I said, is the vaccines. And I says, look, I don't know nothing about vaccines. I'm sorry. He's got kids, and they.
Why is he talking to you? Like, is he just so bored? Like he's trying to suck you into his back?
I mean, we're taught. Like the thing is, you see how my place is set up. I have my store here. You know where it is, and then he has his large antique booth, right? And remember this.
So he's in the same building. You're saying, yeah. So tell him when you're there. Tell him business is business. Tell him that's it. Say, leave me alone. Go away. Go to your side of the room.
No, but you have to understand this too. You have to understand this. one thing I'm very lucky with. First of all, he has the key to lock the door to go to both of our rooms. Okay. Now, I've never once ever gone in my room and found something missing. I've never once, like, he's not a money scumbag. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this,
He's just
he's
just a little wacky.
yeah, like I told you at one time where like the whole thing with the story about him supposedly stealing. And I'm like, there's times where he worked for the woman and like he was like, oh, I was on the phone for an hour. I'm going to stay for an hour for free and not even charge. I was like, bro, you got to pay out yourself another $10. He's like, no. I was on my phone. I was doing something else. That's the right thing to do. I said, good on you. I mean, I'm not criticizing you, but I'm just saying, I don't think she's going to be upset if you don't do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry I sucked all the air out. Sorry, Mateo.
No, you're good, bro. I'm just waiting. How many shirts does this guy Matt have?
He's not a t-shirt guy.
Mateo, right here. Right there.
No, the guy, the Moody guy, Moody Matt.
Oh, Moody Matt. Where's Moody Matt?
Moody Matt. What are you talking about?
Oh, my Matt. His guy. No, he is. Okay, let me explain, Mateo.
Moody Matt.
He has.
Moody Matt.
We're like, are you talking about yourself, Mateo?
I have my room.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
And then outside, I rent the basement of a thrift store. That's where my warehouse is.
That sounds like
it's a big basement. It's a big basement.
Oh man, that sounds like trouble.
What?
Renting the basement of a thrift store.
Why is that trouble?
Oh man, I'm just saying if it was me, it would just be stacked.
No, it's not it's not Savers or like one of those it's like a small mom and pop place.
Even worse, because those are the ones that get like the antiques and like all the other stuff.
Yeah, but this woman, and she has, like I said, she's got a boyfriend in there now.
Let me research it, and I know this is good. I know this is nice. I'll set it over here. I'm gonna research it later, and then something gets put on top of that, and on top of that.
But that she has Matthew there, the Moody Matt. That's a good name for him. Thank you. She has Moody Matt. You know, and some days he's shot. He just smokes too much reefer, and then, you know, but he's a good guy. He's not a bad guy. You know,
he just sounds like he's just got like, you know, he just sounds like a typical New Yorker. Gets on your freaking nerve.
No, this guy's not typical. This guy's atypical. So,
so whatever happened to what's his name? Gay Raw. What's his name? Ryan or?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Leslie's friend, Gay something.
Oh, John? Well, he's
John.
like a manager. He's like a manager for her company. No, he's good. John is. I'm very close with. You know, John.
I want Mateo to know. Krillin be like all these like characters, and like, who are these Seinfeld characters? Gay John. There's Leslie. You know, my soon-to-be girlfriend, and then there's...
come on, he's breaking balls now. The woman is like.
I like to bust chops. Come on.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you though. When I go to estate sales and stuff, like I will turn that charm on too. Especially a lot of the times at the estate sales, it's like these older ladies and these.
Thank you.
So
these older women.
What it is where we
that charm on too.
We tell stories, whether we're telling stories with our charisma. If you got a good charisma and you get in there, like I'm trying to think who I just watched, and somebody was like sweet talking to ladies or something. Oh, it's this new cat. He deals with shoes, and his show is called Taylor's Exchange. But like you just gotta like rub, you know, I don't care. They want to talk. They're like, hey ladies, how you doing today?
Yeah, because what Mateo is saying, what happens is most of these companies, especially out here where I live in Long Island, most of these companies are women that are 55 to 70 years old running. What do they know about they know about paintings, they know about furniture. They don't
be careful, you're walking on a fine line, because you know what you think they don't know. They are in the business because they got that business. They're controlling.
But there's nobody who knows everything. Okay, and when you're trying to clean out a house that has 1,000 items.
I'm not saying that, but everybody knows something different. That's the thing. It's everybody.
No, but in general, what he's saying, look, you've got to use generalities. Mateo is on the same page with me. These ladies, they know silver flatware.
A lot. for me. So a lot of the sales that I go to, even you can even tell by the pictures they post online. It's all their vases, any artwork, all the furniture, and then you'll just get one. For me, I'm
it's same here, you guys. It's always the freaking pictures, the dishware, this and that. But it's but the good ones they know. Like right now, it didn't take. I've known about it forever, but like not Corningware, but there's this Pyrex, and it's called Amish butter dish or butter something butter print. If you can find that stuff and you can find it in sets, $200, $300 for. I just showed my sister and she's like, "Are you kidding me?" She's like, "That's the stuff our aunt had." I'm like, "I know. Look at this," and I showed her all the comps. Every 2 days, $400. Every 2 days, just for a set of 8, and 8 is a lid and a bottom. And I'm like, I see that stuff in the estate sales all the time. If you knew to pick it up, would you pick it up? $400.
Yeah. If I know that, like once I see an item, or like I think I was telling you, Louie, for me, I'm mostly clothes and like tools. But for me, I found a hat.
But if you can make money off of something you got new knowledge on, you'll grab it, right? So you can buy better stuff.
I definitely will.
But the cash flow, right, Rob?
Mateo, do you use the estatesale.net?
I do. Estatesales.net, estatesales.org, garagesales.net. I think I was on Luis's channel too, and
whatever you got.
Around me, a lot of them are doing like private sales. Like they'll list a list of things they have, and they'll say, if you want to come by, make an appointment, or if you're interested in anything, email me. So even on ones where it's not even a lot of clothes listed, or if it's a private sale or just says private estate sale, the description is very brief. I'm emailing and saying, do you have any vintage clothes? Do you have any sports memorabilia? Do you have any of that? And I've just been getting like so many leads off that. Just off asking.
A lot of times they don't even know. Like when I went, there's another company that I use. This guy's name is Take It Away Tony, and he's kind of what'd you say?
That sounds like a New Yorker.
Yeah, Take It Away Tony. He does masonry work and then estate sales.
Yep.
So Tony
bury him in the cement wall too.
Yeah. So he uses half of Leslie's workforce. So and it's good that it works out because they're not directly partners, but like it works out. Like these are like Leslie's employees.
Away.
But he can take them for a day or two. John. Like John is kind of like a free agent, but he works for Leslie. But he'll go work for Tony, and Tony will work for Leslie some days. You
gotta write a screenplay, man, or like some.
I got a lot of stories. Let me tell you, when you work I worked in a restaurant business my whole life. And you meet a lot of characters at the bar and whatever it is.
Yeah.
Now you.
He's freezing up.
Yeah.
He's back. He's coming. Now where did you grow up, Mateo?
Right here, Bay Area, my entire life. Okay. I've been to New York. I spent about 3 days out there. I had some friends in Jersey I went to go visit. And then we went into the city. I couldn't tell you where I was at, if that explains how good of a time I had. But
yeah, I've never been to California.
But
I was just curious. But see, I go on. My thing is, I go on. My thing, I go on estate sales.
Mateo.
It's him. It's you, Louie.
On mute or something? What's going on? Me?
I think you have to jump out and come back.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, it's you, Lou.
Can you jump out and come back and then leave?
I almost ended the broadcast.
Oh, now
how do I jump out?
Now you're good. Now you're good. Now you're not.
Did it fix it?
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good now. Right, Mateo?
I think
he was, and now he's back.
Figure out what's happening. Oh, hold on, guys. 2% on my phone. I gotta jump in with.
That's what it is. So So tell me, are
Uh-oh.
you're in all of it? You're reselling. Are you online mostly? Are you doing your own sales? Are you doing fleas? What are you doing?
No, yeah. So what I do is I'm basically just strictly doing eBay. 99%. Once in a while I'll put something up. I mean, I haven't like in months. Since before Corona. 99%. Once in a while. What's it? Now I'm echoing.
All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, but your picture's gone.
Yeah, no picture.
Let me start this. Uh-oh.
So what do you
Yeah,
do with
so-
any furniture you get? Any big pieces you sell locally?
No, I don't do furniture at all.
All
I
right.
don't do. I don't do any sales. I have done sales.
I'm here, guys.
There you go.
My phone was dying. You know what it was?
That's
Like
what
2%. And I had it on charge, and this cord sucks. So I got,
Um,
and so now I'm on my desktop and there's no visual. So sorry.
okay,
I
so
like
we just gotta hear a talking star.
I
You're a
like
talking star. Yeah, baby.
It is pretty cool looking, though.
Watch it go. Yeah, baby.
the
I'll use
low-
a different voice. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. On our panel, we have Krillin, Rob, Suave. Down below us here, ladies. Don't get too persuaded here. We got Mateo from California with a little ash on his hat.
Yep. Ash in the eyes, ash all around.
Yeah, I was like
Can we
wondering. It's like
see?
I was saying something, all of a sudden I read the thing, and people be like, "Can't hear Louie. Can't hear Louie. What's going on there?" Rob, what time is it there?
11:30.
What's up?
So it's what? It's 3:30 for you or 2:30? 2:30.
Yeah.
It's 2:30. We need to let you go, Rob.
You letting me go?
No, I said, do you need to go? Because I don't want to keep you up, bro.
No, I wanted to ask Mateo a few questions. What's you have a full-time job during the day, or
So I got out of school and I got my real estate license. I was doing that for like 3.5 years, did all right with it. My broker retired and I just kind of fell out of it, started doing home renovations, home constructions, worked for another buddy's dad, taught me all the trades, all the residential trades, electrical, plumbing. Been doing that for 10 years. My family has a business that I started helping run all the paperwork, everything like that the last 2 years. So I do my construction, the business side of a daycare center is what it is. And then I thrift and I sell on the side at
so that's what you're talking about. You pick up tools. Now it makes sense.
yeah.
All type of tools, whatever. See, at the thrifts, you don't really get that many tools, right? More at the garage sales.
It's all estate sales and garage sales. And I'll tell you, a lot of the sales that I go to here, like they'll be large tools, like large planers, large dust extractors, large.
More
tools.
industrial stuff.
A lot of industrial stuff, and they are like begging you to take it.
Yes, yeah, more unique, not that DeWalt power drill.
But
That's
let
not
me
what
tell
you
you,
want.
but those things, there's guys that get up early in the morning and buy that stuff. They know that, and they bring it on their truck. And like, I found some bolts that were like, I'm talking about like the 5-inch, like wide bolts. I'm talking about like for trucks and stuff like that. And these guys came swooping in like hawks, and like before I can grab a couple, but they had like this is a estate sale, so like I'm sure you do this, Mateo. But this guy, thank God I knew the guy a little bit. And he's like, "Hey, you want to go in the garage?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm about to open it, and so I like jumped right on it. And they had like all these tools, two for $1. They were Craftsman and some like good, other name brand. I grabbed all the USA stuff,
Yeah.
Now, is does Craftsman like hand tools? Do they sell on eBay or only like the pros? Like they do?
Like the Craftsman's old Sears, which no longer exists, but
No, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. Does the Craftsman, the old stuff, like the not like I know they made some American stuff,
like
some
me,
Chinese.
there's this other guy that's on Instagram, and he's called the Bearded Thrift. He's now like co-host with Kat, the nurse flipper, the nurse flipper, and he does tools like crazy.
Florida.
Yeah, she's from Florida, but he's from I think he's from the Carolinas. And man, that guy, like that's his thing. Like you'll see him come up with some rusty ass tools. He'll get like his cider vinegar or whatever his little methods, and like he makes sets. He makes sets. Like he's got so many tools, and things. He cleans, and man, you think you're buying a brand new set, you know?
Yeah.
Well, so just like if somebody's into thrifting and they're thrifting clothes, so it might be somebody who only thrifts like jackets and Pendletons and like the actual, vintage, 60s, 70s thermal wear, stuff like that. Like that could be your niche. Or you could be a t-shirt collector and like you just want to do concert tees and vintage tees. Like it's the same with tools. There's collectors who just want hand tools, who just want old hand planes, who just want
And the older the better.
and drills. But then there's also people who are out in the field working, who want the newer tools, who want all the new bits, who want the
practical guys. There's like here in Texas, there's probably like 70% practicality in terms of use of tools. But then, like you said, there's those guys that they want them, and then those guys that collect them, like, and they want certain specific ones or name brands. And
see now, Mateo, I gotta pick your brain on estate sales for a second. I'm just curious what you think.
I've been a 10-year estate sailor, which sounds crazy, but like I've been doing those for a long time.
Yeah, that's why I want to ask you, because a lot of people, they don't really do it. I've been telling people for the last so many years to hit. See, a lot of people, they're like afraid of the estate sales, and I've been telling them, no, you got to keep hitting them, and they just because they think the estate sales are garage sales, and they think
don't
it's a
get
totally
it.
different animal. It's a totally different animal.
Now,
here's the question I want to ask you.
If you don't go, you will never find that prime gem. You know.
Yeah, well, but what I'm saying is, I want to know from you, in your opinion, I want to know how far will you go to smarten these companies up? Because here's the line. You want them to know what you're interested in. This way, when they find something, they'll say, hey, Mateo, I have X, Y, and Z coming up next week. I might have this here. But you don't want to smarten them up too much. I'll give you an example. I saw them. The woman had like a brand new power drill from Harbor Freight. Okay, so and she had like a $50 sticker on it, right? Now, at Harbor Freight, it was probably $35 for that power drill
with the 35% off monthly sticker.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My point is, I was very tempted to just tell the woman, say, look, just as like friendly, to say, look, this is garbage. This is like. But then it's like, what? Do I really want to smart?
Is that what you mean, Rob? Like, where's the fine line? Like, do you open your mouth and try to help them, or are you afraid?
No. I don't mean it. Just not in that respect, Lou. I know what you're saying. That's not exactly my point. Not like, am I trying to help? But it's smartening up. I'm talking about smartening them up. Now, how far do you go to smarten them up?
Help her.
Well.
But no, I'm not in the sense to help. I'm just talking about for yourself, because when I say smarten them up, it's the whole idea is you want to tell them what you're interested in, or like
let them know that you're quite aware. Yeah.
Because now, if I tell her that's a shitty one, then she knows which one is good.
So the sales that you go to, you mentioned like it's one lady and like some friends will be there. A lot of the sales that I go to now, this isn't everyone. Sometimes it will be a family-run sale, or sometimes it'll be just one or two people in there. But a lot of the companies of the sales that I go to, and this was really pre-COVID. For 5 years I had these 4 or 5 companies that I go to, and there's always at least like 5 workers in there. And at least one person out of those 5 is usually somebody around my age. So I kind of pick that person out and I'm talking to them, and sometimes they'll even let other people do pricings too. So and then even sometimes those people will be like, well, I don't know, I can't really, if it's a bigger item or something, I don't know, you have to go ask, so and so at the front. But when I speak to those people, same thing if it was a 65-year-old woman, I'm gonna be very polite. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna maybe ask a compliment, and then I'm gonna say these are the things I'm into, or even ask like if I'm a day late or something, did anybody grab any?
Exactly. Yeah.
So they see what I'm looking for. They know. So it's kind of like just get to the point. You can kind of just cut
cut to the business.
I have 2 dudes at this one company, like they'll grab shirts for me and like put them under the bed, or like they'll be
in
like,
the bathroom.
yeah, they'll be like, hey, we've got some shirts for you, like here, and I'll definitely help them out with some legal medicine here or something that they're into too. Like
Sure. Now they always tape the bathroom door closed too.
a lot of the times here, yeah. But same thing, like I've built a relationship with them where I'm like, hey, I need to use the bathroom, bro, and he's like, go ahead, go right there, like. So
Yeah.
all those things, and the more and more relationships you build, the more you ask people, and the more like you're friendly. So many people. That's one thing I noticed out kind of by you, dude. That in California,
See,
like
my friends, they get so frustrated here. They like go, why do you go to these estate sales? And that there's these guys that no guys, or you're not getting the deals. They're putting stuff aside, and I go, and I said, you haven't built that relationship with them. Maybe they know somebody they trust, or they've known that guy for 20 years. Why should you get it before him? You know what I mean? Like if you haven't built that, it's basically a rapport, and it's not just so much that you trust them. It's just that you value what they got. And it's like you said, Mateo, like, hey, if I can pass on this medicinal thing and give you something you need later and whatever, or just scratch your back.
It doesn't even have to be that. Like you could just drop a little knowledge on them too about any little item. Like there could be Pendleton in the closet and be like, hey bro, this is the brand right here. Like this is where 75. Like, and I'll say like, you want me to
raise the price? Yeah.
You want me to leave it for you? Like you could, because they get to take items for sure. Like you want me to leave this to you? You could sell it. I'll help you list it or something like that. And then the next time, I feel like
that's polite etiquette. That's
they're going to ask, ask me like, "Hey, what do you think of this stuff?" Or send me a picture. What do you think of that stuff? And it's like,
now I got one more question before, because I got to go. Hold on. Because I got to go to bed. It's 3 a.m.
Out, Krillin.
I got to go to bed at 3 a.m. But I want to mention one more thing.
Sneezed?
What?
I heard it.
Yeah.
I want to. Yeah. So one more question before I go to bed.
Spit it out, baby.
How do you decide, like in general, let's just say, you're in general, try to be like, you guys have a number system there, I'm assuming,
for like sign-ups when you go?
Yeah.
I mean, that's been happening since this whole virus thing. Like there'll be a line because people were like waiting for inventory, waiting for things.
But hasn't that been kind of like the norm a little before it too? Sometimes, at least here, they've been kind of starting to get in that route.
For sure, but there's so many damn people here, and there's so many like even like
they need to do it.
2 miles away, and there'll be 3 sales in my city, in that day, and then 3 miles in the city that's 3 miles away. Like so,
like that's another thing too. Is like, so that's 2 questions. So it's like, so you always try to get there real early first, or do you have the strategy like sometimes you say, you know what, I'm gonna wait till those guys shake away. Try to go there late and grab the deals late. Like those, like if you're buying that heavy equipment, of course, naturally, you want to buy that heavy equipment at 3:30. You don't want to try to buy that heavy equipment at 9:30.
I want to buy that at 3:30 on Sunday.
Yeah, because even though you got, when you go there at 9 a.m, they'll see a line at the door and they're not going to budge. And they're going to, even though there could be 25, 60-year-old ladies out there, they still see a line and they're not going to budge.
Right. So for me, like I said, I mean, a lot of this talk that I'm saying is pre-quarantine of how I used to go about things. It's obviously been different here. Like I said, it's a lot like private sales, but because there's a good amount of sales usually every week, I'm taking a good amount of time to look at those pictures, and then I'll pick which sale I want to hit first. If I see an item, I see a closet that's like gonna
you map it out. It's all
it's gonna have some fire. Like I'm picking that one to go to first, and then also for me, it depends on what else I have going on that day. Like if I can't get there, I have a commitment at the daycare, or I have a sink I have to replace or something like that. Like I have to do that first, and then I'll work my way over there.
Now, how far are you? Like, and also one last question too is, how far are you from like the area with like buku money? Like, I went to high school there. Well, like Santa Clara. Like,
I went to high school in a town here called Burlingame, Hillsborough, where it is 4, 5 to 50.
Yeah, when you get in the Bay Area, there's always those little pocket communities that are just so posh. Like I remember not Los Gatos. It was like past. Maybe I can remember. It used to be these nice little. Well, maybe they were back then, but
Gatos is really nice too.
it
But
used to be
Stanford
like
University,
really,
where's
really
that?
nice.
Stanford. That's big.
So as you get in, like San Francisco is like, you know, the hub, and of course it's expensive there. Everybody hip wants to be there. And as you move down the peninsula, moving down towards Palo
Right.
Alto, it gets expensive. Now there's little pockets in there that aren't as bad, but like I said, so where I live in a little town called Pacifica, 3 miles, like 2.5 miles
That's
out.
still not a cheap place to live
Out of
necessarily.
San
Yeah.
Francisco. Compared to like the peninsula, it's one of the cheaper places.
Yeah.
to live.
It was. It became like, I think they gentrified it back in, like, I remember in the 80s, more and more so, where like people couldn't afford to live in Frisco,
Yeah.
so they jump into Pacific. Yeah.
But
I was born in San Jose, Krillin. I was like, you know.
Yeah, no, I know that's very expensive, San Jose.
so where I am, like I said, is like one of the cheaper areas to live here. Still crazy, you know, whatever they say your property is worth. But like here, the cheaper area, but Burlingame, Hillsborough is 6 miles away. And like I said, you can't buy a house there for under $1.7 million.
Yeah,
That's
they're in
cheap.
the millions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the millions. So my point is, you'll travel, like, because I always, like, it's always that decision, like, do you take the long ride
Right.
to go to, like, because like that's the thing.
Why
See,
not?
like, for
Why
me,
not?
Well, I'll tell you why not. Because, like, for me personally, like, I have a competitor, a big time competitor, right?
Okay.
For
So
high end.
you know your competition.
Yeah, so I'll sometimes go a different direction because the guy the guy does like $5 million on eBay.
You gotta
You
check.
know what I mean?
No. I'm just trying to follow you because I'm in the same boat. I just found out who my competitor is. Every time I get there, he's like 5 minutes before me.
Yes, no matter what. And other people would break my balls and be like, oh, I'm like, oh, I got there at 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, you gotta get there at 6. I'm like, bro, if I get there at 6, the guy's there at 5. This guy, you can't beat this guy.
He has a tracking device on your car.
This guy just knows, and he knows, and he's
What you have to do is start posting your own Craigslist ads for a mega estate sale with $1 million antiques, and send him the email with the address way out in the boondocks, and then you just go to the actual sale.
Don't do it all the time. Like, do it every 7 months so it offsets. You know.
But it's always weird too, because that's the main site that we work off of. The estatesale.net is the main site.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just like you. There's probably about a dozen companies, but I probably only use half of them that I'm always going to.
Right.
The
And
other
you can't
half,
be everywhere at once. You got like Mateo said, you got to map. You got to be logistical about it.
And you know, you can reach out to the companies there through that forum. Like, I've emailed multiple estate sale companies through
with respect to what?
With respect to what they have, or if they have it.
Yeah.
Like that nobody. So like I said, for me, I do a lot of I'm like always looking for clothes, hats. Like, they may give you one picture of the closet and you don't know, and they may have a picture of the bedroom and it looks like a stack of t-shirts over there, but it could be towels, it looks like something else. Like, I'll reach out.
That's good.
And it is good, but for that, I'm not driving an hour to go see a stack of towels.
But here's the thing: is this? But that's a problem too. But see, that's the kind of point I wanted to make. Is that I'm gonna make this last story, and then I promise I'm getting at it.
You can stay 2 more hours.
No, come on, I gotta go to bed. No, but I'm saying
I gotta go to bed too. I'm just waiting for you to.
When you don't want to smarten people up, like, that's my point. There was, okay, you know, you guys, you know what the Pink Floyd, the wall, that script, graphic. So I'm looking at this. This is a good story. You're gonna like this one. So
another 30 minutes.
So I'm looking at the pictures the night before, right? And I see some T-shirts, like, you know how you just see them thrown on a bed. You know, it didn't.
Yeah.
That's what you don't. If they try, anybody who's in the chat, when you see them focus too much on an item, that's a bad sign. That means they're gonna want more money, and not just that. That means there's gonna be a lot of people there for that item.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when it looks like there's just stuff thrown in a corner, that's when you want to grab it. Make the story short. Here's what happens. So I this is a great story. So I see that Pink Floyd script, and it's tiny, but I could see it in the picture. I'm like blowing up the picture and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's exactly what I was doing.
All of it, dude. Yep.
So
You know,
and this was not so not very far, but a little far. I got there early in the morning, and the worst. So I get there. The worst thing happened. I had to go to the bathroom so bad.
oh God.
But then I was like, no, I drove here. I had it. You know, it was like, you know, when you get the drips from your head, you're like, oh please, I gotta hold it in. So, and this is what happened too. When you go to the small houses, you know, you get the numbers and everything.
Gotta stay in line.
Sure.
They only let 15 people in the house. I was number 16. So they're
Oh,
like,
God.
okay, 1, 2, 3, and they're like, oh, stop. And I'm like, yeah. So then I'm standing outside and I'm waiting and I'm sweating. So once that first because they do 1 out, 1 in. So once that first person comes in, I ran up the stairs like a bolt of lightning, not to go to the bathroom.
I would have paid to see this. I would have filmed this on my GoPro.
So I ran up the stairs and then I find the bed and I'm like, mother effer. The bed was like cleared off. But then I looked to the side. This is where the story gets good.
On the
I
floor.
looked to the side and there was one of those plastic tubs. And then I'm like, bingo, it's in that tub. They put them back in the tub. They took it out and they didn't put it back, whatever it is. So I find the t-shirts. There was the Pink Floyd, but like newer. It was like a 90s kind of Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
There was a few of the old school, the Grateful
80s?
Dead, 90s Grateful Dead.
Okay.
Then there was the Kiss one with the lips, whatever it is, a tongue, whatever the hell, like the
Rolling Stone.
Stones.
Yeah, Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
There was a couple Rolling Stones, and there was some other ones like Bill. Oh, by the way, Billy Joel. That you don't get shit for Billy Joel, okay? And Elton John. What?
You don't know that.
I probably have the shirt you're talking about.
This one's
And
from the
Mateo.
90s.
Oh, by the way, Mateo, this is the short version of the story. So imagine if it were long.
This is the short version.
Did you just tell me you bought the whole tub and ran and used the tub?
Well, this what happened was, so I there was about a dozen shirts that I grabbed, right? You know, there was like but something else good. But anyway, there was the Pink Floyd, which really wasn't the best. Actually,
So you found some vintage shirts. What did you do?
Yes, I even threw some duds in there, some decoys, just to make. Because sometimes this is another tip. See, Mateo, we're like long lost brothers here because we do the same shit.
Oh my God, you guys connect. You know, if I didn't go live, you guys would never connected.
Never. So what happens is sometimes when
you're welcome, Krillin. You're welcome.
So I'm almost done. You're gonna don't off track me. So what happens is sometimes you want to do that. You have that pile, so you'll just have a pile, so I run down the stairs, and now with the t-shirts, I find the old man, the father,
oh God,
not the son who runs the sale, who's about our age, whatever it is. This is the old man. He's the dad with the cane, and I says, "Sir, how much are t-shirts?" I don't even show him the t-shirt. I just have a pile of t-shirts.
I knew he was gonna say he pulls the stuff we do.
So he's like, I don't know. He's like, I think they're $2 each. So I had like 15 t-shirts.
He already had the money in his hand.
Oh, and then the son comes running over. Whoa. And I had the money. I was like, mother effer. Then the guy, he goes, he's like, let me see that. He starts pulling it out. He's like,
Krillin is sly.
He's like, I got to get the, and then now, here's the thing. What do you do? The guy is like, because there was Grateful Dead, there was this and that. He told me 100 for the pile. Before it was gonna be 30, but now he told me 100.
Yeah,
you know. So now I'm like.
So what did the dad say?
No, the dad walked away. He just helps out his son.
I don't want to deal with this. Ah.
No. He
you damn kids! Don't get me involved.
He went back to go watch the door or whatever.
I'm walking the dog.
So he was the door, not the dog.
I'll meet my door.
So, and this was in the beginning of the day when there's a lot of people just coming in, running around. So
this
then
is still the short story.
Yeah. So then he says. So then and meanwhile I've been having to go to the bathroom for like a half an hour.
I was going to ask you, did you ever go to the bathroom, dude, or what?
That's back inside now. That's not on your mind, right?
I was able to block it out.
Wow.
So,
That's
but then
good.
because
I didn't
I had
know.
those
I didn't know we
braces
had a
that,
t-shirt rat in our house. Boy, Robbie, the t-shirt rat. Damn.
so to limit the make the story short, the guy, I and now here's the thing: is this? I was afraid to take my phone because what am I gonna do? I'm gonna bust out my phone and show one. You don't
That's a
want to look at.
fugazi.
No, not Fugazi. You don't want to bust out the phone because the guy is standing 2 feet next to you. What am I gonna do? Look it up and then it's gonna say, oh, this T-shirt sold for $80, $100,
Right.
just one shirt. So I ended up buying. Of course, because I gave him the money. I mean, I did okay because
How many
like that.
shirts was it? How many?
It was 15 shirts, but there was about
Oh, you
5
did okay.
like duds. What?
You did okay, I'm sure.
No, I did okay. Like the one Rolling Stones, I got like 75 just for the one, and then
But
I
did
got
you at
another
least
70.
like when he said this is what I what did he say 300?
100.
No, Huns.
Oh yeah,
Huns.
you made your money. Yeah. 12
Yeah, but not.
shirts.
No, but some of them were
And if
That's
you
what I meant by fugazis. Fugazi fake.
not
30,
Fugazi. They weren't fake. They were just.
No, I said
It
maybe
was just
one or two.
no. They weren't fake at all. They were just some bullshit. Like Elton John is worth
To me,
shit.
that's a fugazi.
That's not. You don't know what that means. Stop
I
saying
do. I
that. You
mean
don't know what that
fake in
means.
Italian. I'm a paisan. I know.
No, but but they're
To me,
not
it's all
fake.
bullshit. Yeah.
Fake would mean something that is
Yeah, but
made from.
sometimes when you intertwine, it's like a double connotation. Sometimes when you want to say, it's not that it's fake. You say it's bullshit. I don't want it.
it's shit.
That watch
Yeah,
is a
but
But
fugazi.
I know
But
what
I
you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're saying 30 sounds a lot better, and it just makes it better. You feel like you got a good
Oh
score.
yeah, and you
But
got to. Well, not so much that he got cut off by his son.
this is the thing too, and I've never been in this position really, maybe once or twice, but when somebody asks you how much something is and then they agree to it really fast, I've never really been in that situation. So I've done it a lot, but
So what you're saying is you get in, you make the deal quick, boom, you're out.
I tried. But
it's usually
I got a video for you guys. Not we all keep interjecting, but watch Buffalo Picker. Watch his last video. He went out with a fly bunch of, guess what? All of it was Harley Davidson. And if you saw how much he paid for it, the lady was like, I want 600 or something. I can't pay 600, for all this stuff. And like he's like, listen, and he just watch the video. That's all I'm gonna say.
it's recent video, or
Just
I
the
gotta look
last one,
10
he
pages.
just dropped it. Buffalo Picker. That's my
Okay,
boy
I don't have
Tommy.
to look through 10 pages.
No.
Of videos
The most recent one. He's really. It's
Okay.
like and it's really a good video. Like he
He's
put
from
it.
Buffalo.
What? Yeah,
He's from
Buffalo
Buffalo.
Picker. Tommy. Yeah.
He's from
popped.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
So the city Buffalo.
No, because he lives in Georgia, but he calls himself Buffalo Picker because of the black soldiers.
All right.
Civil War.
It's funny that you were talking about like you throw duds in there because I was just on with Callie, with Luis on his live on on Friday or Saturday.
Oh yeah.
And I was explaining this to somebody. They're like, "Well, how do you do estate sales?" And And I'm like, I bring a big IKEA bag, and I pile all my scores in there.
Yep.
And then I'll throw in some fucking pencils and some other trash and throw that on top. And I go to the front and I say, here's my stuff. And I'll pull out the trash first. And they look at the bag. There's usually a line of people that are waiting. They're all.
He just pulled out some pencils.
Yeah, like, all right, here, $20 for the. And I got a pencil, a couple T-shirts here. This.
Yeah.
That. All right, 24. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. And I'm like, yes, cool. Here's your money. Bye.
I got one that's gonna top you. You know what I did, Mateo?
Mm-hmm.
Don't laugh. This is like exactly 4 weeks ago. I went to this place that's like way out in the country. It's like it's our Los Gatos, but it's like way out in the hill country. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking like $1 million homes, really nice with a terracotta rooftops, and it really is out in the hills. And as soon as I get there, I'm like, I can't find this freaking garage sale. And then all of a sudden I see this sign, estate sale. I'm like, okay, screw that. Boom, stage left. I get there, I go in, didn't find anything inside, went back in the garage, and everything I picked, I put in like, I'm talking like musical equipment and wires and just like good stuff and, pumps. Anyway, I put all that stuff and I put like a box of Kotex on top and this, and it totally worked. The lady's like, I'm like, how much do you want for this? She's like, I don't know, you know, will you take $5 for the box? It had like a stuffed animal and a box of Cote. She's like, yeah, here, just take it. You know, because she was like you. She wanted to go back in. But I came out, you know how much I had? About like $250 worth of stuff.
Always.
Guys, peace out. I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good night, Rob.
I'll
Get
talk
some
to you
rest.
mañana,
For
Louie.
sure.
All
Nice
right,
to meet
peace.
you, man.
Get some rest. It's us, and I'm gonna end it pretty quick,
All right,
man.
yeah, I'm
Isn't
good too.
I'm glad you met him. Yeah, you gotta. I
Me
told you,
too.
he's off. Is he off the hook or what?
Yeah, he's funny. I had a friend I grew up with too from the East Coast, and he reminds me a lot of him.
No, you totally get it. He used to think I was busting his balls, which I do. I mean, I do it because you know that's what we do.
Funny, I
But,
like to see the little attitude come out too. So I would bust the balls too, just to hear the accent but you could tell he's a good solid dude.
It took him a little while to, you know, for him, you know, to like warm up to me because he's like, who's this guy Louie? Then, what do you know? What do you know? And I would just I knew the right buttons to push with him. No, I just had fun. I'm like, listen, Rob, I don't disrespect you, man. I'm just busting your chops.
Yeah.
But he's got the stories, but he does, like, you spoke to him. He's got the knowledge. He knows how to do a swift turn, and like, you know, how much do you want for these shirts? $2 each.
Yeah. But it's crazy. Like a lot of people are like maybe I don't know if it's like a little afraid to go do that or afraid to like ask for the deal. But like,
Oh,
I know I've talked to
you
you.
got to do it.
It's like a gene or something. Like you just have it. Like
I call it the hunger. You got a little if you're a little hungry, you know.
Yeah.
You want to chase that gazelle.
Right. Yeah. And that's what it is. It's like a thrill too for me, man.
Yeah.
So like I said,
you feel it.
I've taken friends to sales and it's just like they're lost or like their eyes are big or they're like just focused on this one like $2 item and
They don't want anything, and that's the sad thing. They're not conscious, because if you're conscious, you'll know what you really want.
Yeah.
And I mean that esoterically, like in life, you know what your heart wants. You know, when you're in your like, if you're talking about body, mind, and spirit, and you're in your body, you're hungry, you go eat. You take care of yourself.
For
You
sure.
know, you feel sick, you go for a walk, whatever, you drink water, you know. But like mentally, you just gotta need that good challenge. It's like he said, I love see the thing about Krillin, and the more you get to watch these things, like you're gonna see this guy come out and he's gonna blow up one day if he gets his shit together. Like he's really smart, like he knows his stuff. He's got knowledge bombs, but he is who he is.
Yeah.
But the guy, he's swift like us, you know, in a way we're like, you're gonna go, okay, bring
That's
it on.
it. Like the Kelly hustle is like my mouthpiece is on point, but that's it. Like if you just have you keep gaining knowledge and you use the tools that you have, like, all right, I know I have the gift of gab and I know I'm personable and I know this avenue of this certain, reselling game. Like just stick to what you know.
Exactly.
A little bit and sharpen all those skills.
My thing is, I like to give them a little two-step back, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's all talk." Well, that's my ploy. Yeah, go ahead. Think I'm a talker, but when you're ready to go, let's dance, baby. Because I'm 2 steps. Let's go.
You ready for it?
Yeah, it's like I got up the other day, got on an estate sale. This poor girl, she's like, "What time did you get here?" And I'm like, "It was about 5:45." She's like, "It doesn't open till 8." I'm like, "Well, you're here." And I'm like, so she got quiet, and I'm like, "Okay, let's get to the chase. What are you here for?" You know, she looked at me. She's like, "Oh," I said, "Corningware, aren't you?" "Yeah." I'm like, "The one that's," I said, "It's probably gonna be 150, but da 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 da." She's like, "Oh man." I said, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go in. If it's outside my price range, you can have it." She's like, "Okay, thank you." We just said, this is what we're here for.
Yeah. I do that all the time. So for me, I don't usually run into.
Oh, Kelly's here, man.
I don't usually run into a lot of people like that at estate sales. If I do, it's like always like pretty hostile or like not verbally, but like eyes. Like, all right, I know what you're after. You know what I'm after. Like, what bedroom are you gonna pick, or which one am I gonna pick? But at the thrift, like, it's competitive, but I'll still like chop it up with the dudes and even the girls. Like, oh, what did you find? What were your scores? Like, oh, that's sick. Like, oh, look what I found. Like, or if even I've traded pieces in the thrift without even buying them. Like, here, I have this. I like that. Like, so it's all about like keeping a good relationship with.
It is, but like it's also, it's that art of negotiation in a very diplomatic, you know, and like polite way. Like, you know, you say, hey, you know, you're being
Wait,
honest.
and then if you feel slighted, then you know how to maneuver after that with that person.
Yeah, because you know, at least if you got the cards on the table, you're like, hey, I'm here to play the game too. You wanna be straight up, or you wanna just like, you know.
Exactly, bro. So
I told Calvin if he wants to pop on, he's like, man, I'm in bed, bro. My wife.
I gotta go back and hit all these dudes with the sub. I don't follow a lot of them, so I'm always looking.
Just rewatch it later, bro. Yeah.
For some new
Do you know Calvin, the Kelly Hustle?
No, that's what I'm saying. I gotta.
Oh, bro, man, you're missing out. He's
Yeah.
this guy. You okay? You love. See, you love. I know what you love. So if you love what you love, and you say you like hats, watch Calvin, man.
Oh, this the dude that you were saying that cleans the hats.
No, but he's friends with him. But like,
Yeah.
he did a show with him once, and like, man, it's like it was off the hook. They did it for like 5 hours long, and they were just showing hats. It was him, Tim, I think, and yeah, Tank to the Chair Knox connection. Yeah, the cleans hats.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's
it.
like, I'm the real one.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I'll hit you with the sub as soon as I jump off of here.
Yeah, let's call it quits, man. It's getting late.
Man, bro, you see my eyes, so.
Oh man, I hear you. Yeah, well, you got all the ash. I wish you well, man. I hope things get a little clearer.
I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow, or if not that, the next day. So
we'll see you this weekend, if not.
All right, dude.
Be good. I'm gonna end it here. You guys have a good night. Sub to each other. I'm ending it. Good night, everybody. Good night, Mateo.
Night.